Welcome to the First Choice.
Hello, you beautiful bastards, and welcome to my so-called show. And this week we're talking about John Landis's 1988 romantic fantasy comedy Coming to America, starring Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall. And tonight, my guest will be this fucking crazy drink-driving alcoholic. And let me get the intro up.
Last night I think I shit the bed. Got so drunk I gave a dude head. Life is just a merciful blur when you pop a piss wasser. Piss wasser, don't drink it slow. 3 a.m. buy some low. Sleep in the bathroom on the floor. What really matters anymore? All the crap you do all day. Who fucking cares? Anyway, piss wasser, this is beer. Drive drunk off of beer. Piss wasser, drink all day. It helps your troubles go away. Yeah, yeah. Piss wasser, cheap German lager for export only.
Intro is.
I will never get fed up of that.
It's flattering and insulting and awesome at the same time. I didn't know.
If it's all those things, then yeah, I've done my job.
So
hey,
apparently,
how you doing, man? And,
Evan Williams made a cherry. I just found this today, dude. Evan Williams cherry.
Yeah. You better be getting fucking paid to endorse that shit.
So I'm gonna get fucking cherry and Coke. So I'm gonna get cherry.
Yeah.
Coke.
They better be giving you a fucking lifetime supply of that
Well,
shit.
like I said, dude, I don't do it too often, but like this is why I said I joke about blue collar, right? It's like no bullshit. This bottle of Jack right here, this bottle of Jack is 3 times what this is. So I can buy 3 of these for 1 bottle of Jack, which is why I said like Jack and all, man. But like Evan Williams, I'm fine with the cheap shit.
Yeah, no, right. I've got a single malt in there. It's cheap. It's not the age stuff, but it's still pretty decent. It's good if you're on a budget. But okay, so my next guest, all the usual. He's the one with all the information, and especially when it comes to the Italian Western crime genre, it is the Inside Man.
Safest if you never see my face.
Okay.
Mayor West hasn't slept at home for 3 nights.
Kermit the Frog?
Somebody talked! No one is safe! I'm getting out of here! Yay!
What's his appeal?
Hey, nice to see you, man. Okay, and we've got a guy who doesn't like this film as much as I do anyway, but it's good to have someone with a different opinion. So how are you doing Inside Man?
Yeah, shalom. Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, I'm
shalom, everybody.
after last night anyway, and last week, so I'm glad to get you on. We'll try our best not to kill him with an heart attack, but can't promise you. And the next guest, obviously, is being on Miami Vice streams a couple of times, been on a couple of streams, including Christine, and he's always welcome. He's the guy who calls Sonny Crockett the ice cream man of death with his fucking gangster gat. It is Admiral Teag.
You can suck it! You can suck it! You can suck it! You can all suck it! Live long and suck it!
That was an awesome introduction. Cheers, everybody. I have my tasty beverage ready to go too.
Gotcha.
Thanks for having me along on this trip around the world to go around the block for me. I love this movie, and I remember when it came out.
Yeah, I think it's very underrated. It's not as good as Trading Places, but it's still a very good light-hearted movie with some probably one of Eddie Murphy's best, underrated performances as well. Because this was the time when he was always playing these very cocky, sort of young, wisecracking guys. But here he's not very wisecracking or cocky. He's actually very humble. He's very restrained. He's got surprising, commanding presence, but he's also got this wide-eyed innocence to him, and he manages to balance both at the same time, which I thought was very good of him. And I think he was pretty good in The Nutty Professor as well, where, when he's Sherman Klump, Bloody Love, that's definitely Eddie Murphy on crack. That's Eddie Murphy on crack. But when he's Sherman Klump, he's really fucking sympathetic, and that's another reason why I like his character in this movie. He's like,
we drink a tea, Coke.
Oh yeah, I'm having a Coca-Cola myself. It's really good for the old voice. Salute.
I've been killing zero sugar. For some reason, dude, for diet gives me headaches now. Like I just hit 30, and like some reason anything diet, the aspartame, which is weird because this got the same shit, but like Coke or the zero flavors, I'm fine. But
I can't drink the same shit. It's what is it called? It's Dexerto sugar. So the spikes on the sugar molecule turn the other way. And we don't know what that means. Dexerto simply means to the left. It's Latin.
That's the thing with the old.
I'll have a bunch of useless information. Stick around.
That's the thing with your diet stuff. It's never really diet anyway. It ends up being probably worse than the sugary stuff. But it depends. I mean,
we don't know.
Really be drinking Coke, sugar or not anyway, because it's got all sorts of shit.
Yeah, the whole thing, sweeteners are going to kill you with cancer and stuff. Trust me, my poor liver with the alcohol, that's a bigger issue than me getting cancer any day of the week. So
I don't drink that much anymore. Although the high holy day for New Yorkers and Irish or American Irish people is coming up on St. Patrick's Day. So
of course,
there may be I may hoist a few on that day, but wow, Eddie Murphy really put on a tour de force in this movie, and the reason why it's not that it's so much underrated, it's that for this movie's heyday, it existed under a cloud of a plagiarism lawsuit that got settled relatively amicably and didn't splash all over Eddie Murphy. But Paramount looked like shit. They absolutely stole the movie. Eddie Murphy showed contrition about it in Coming to America 2, where he says, the special thanks to the estate of Art Buchwald. So. Nice. Buchwald eventually won $1 million, and one of the reasons why that this movie was so poorly regarded was to avoid paying damages. On paper, the movie lost hundreds of millions of dollars. It was the biggest failure to ever sell that many tickets. It didn't hurt Eddie Murphy's career. Everyone saw it; they knew it was a hit. But So Art Buchwald, they worked it out. The $1 million was a little bit extra. It's 1990 money. The script was proffered in 1983, and it was intended to star Murphy. They made a few changes, like I think the coin flip to New York changed it. But there's so many weird things about this movie, including if you watch at the end, someone who's going to become really famous and have an outsized influence on our life gets a choreography credit. Paula Abdul's in the credits of this movie.
Yeah, she is. That's
I'm dressed like a cat.
Yeah. There's a few Peter Griffin related jokes in this movie, believe me.
Yeah. Well, I love Lukey said that three of us, we have 4 panelists. 3 of us really love this film. 1 person doesn't like this film. So 3 of us are not racist. 1 of us is, but it happens.
I'm still racist. I like the movie, but I like it in a racist way. Very paternalistic, and it really speaks to the conqueror in me, the oppressor. I'm Hispanic, so that stuff really speaks to me. Hello, sir.
I love the blacks. So isn't North English. So isn't Teague. Yeah. Some of us like the blacks.
Yeah, it depends how obedient they are anyway. So
I only like people who remind me of myself. Only character I've ever related to is Captain Castillo because he's Cuban.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah.
And Tom because he's from New York. I can't see myself in anyone else. It's an entertainment.
I also
desert for
kind of
me.
like how this actually does make Queens a character as well as Zamunda, because it doesn't feel like there's any studio shot in any studio. It actually looks like they're shot on real locations, so it's really gritty. Queens really does look like a shithole. It doesn't look like it's been for anything for the movie. It looks exactly like it gets.
The past 30 years, not much has changed.
I know, but it adds more to Akeem's character, doesn't it? And Semi's despair.
Because businesses on the streets have changed, but I know this street. Hooper Avenue doesn't exist. This is down right by Long Island City. There are two different places that they're filming at. There's a McDowell's like exterior location that they film a few times by like a parkway in New York, but the real McDowell's is on Queens Boulevard by the Queens Source Mall. It's in Jackson Heights where Lucy Liu comes from, or as we call her around here, Lucy Liu. Don't tell anyone I said that, but we also
Lucy Liu.
Yeah, and Dizzy from Starship Troopers is also from Jackson Heights. So a lot of beautiful women, and this is shot in Long Island City. This is not shot in a studio, but if I have this right, this is shot on the loading dock of the studio. This is shot on the block that Silver Cup Studios is actually on. It looks really terrible in 1989. It was a crack town. It's still an industrial district, but the police can manage to keep it safe there. There's no 55th Street and Hooper Avenue. But this is, I think, what you would call Queens Boulevard and about 35th Street near the 59th Street, aka Queensboro Bridge. And their other location is on the other end of Queensboro Boulevard, which is Route 25A, runs all through New York City out to the edge of Long Island. Okay, it's Route 25. Jericho Turnpike, it's otherwise known as. So this huge road, but it goes through all of Queens, and they're on two different parts of it. One part in central Queens and one part in extreme western Queens.
All right, man. Sure. Yeah, but this is also, and I think this was like the second to last film he did with John Landis before he fell out with him over Beverly Hills Cop 3 as well, didn't he?
Yeah. I mean, I know they had some pretty big issues on this, didn't they? They had some literally fistfights, apparently.
Wow.
Didn't it all come down at once? They found out Art Buchwald had a real script and it was copyrighted and everything was stolen. The studio fucked them around and then acrimony on the set. And that's where we get the creativity of him being the other characters and embellishing the movie enough to try to scrape his way out of it.
Yeah.
You got me messed up in this plagiarism. I'm brand new. This could end me. So Murphy had good reason, I would think, to be angry at Landis. And where's Landis been since?
But it was, it was Eddie Murphy that took it to. They took it to Paramount first, didn't they? So they took it to Paramount, and then Landis was hired on Eddie Murphy's recommendation.
I think he may have had a very similar idea. It's possible they melded the scripts, but I don't. But the first copyrighted script is the one called "King for a Day," and it's by Art Buchwald. He eventually published a novel, I think.
I don't know. But I know it's. But man, it's kind of stupid how most ideas kind of come from other ideas anyway, though, don't they? I mean, there's only like a few. There's only really a few storylines out there that can be done. It's just like different variations on how it's done. I mean, then again. Trading Places was basically the Prince and the Pauper, except it's a yuppie and con man.
Yeah, and of course you can't copyright an idea and you can't plagiarize an idea. You can't physically do it, or you can obviously copy the idea. You can't actually plagiarize it in the sense of in a lawful sense.
That's true. However, there's no copyright protection on 19th century works, so everyone can make a Christmas Carol or something that's so close it doesn't matter legally. So
that's right.
You got to keep that one in mind. And
that's here. 1992, I was in a garage band made up of 5 YouTube guys, and we called ourselves Sexual Chocolate because of this film. True story, we were just as bad as the band in the movie. Oh, we'll get to that. Because that is a fucking banger saying that.
The band is good. The singer is terrible. I thought the band was all right, and I wanted that guy's bass. That was a badass Washburn bass.
Yeah, I mean, the band is actually pretty good. I mean, and the thing is, we all know Eddie Murphy is actually a good singer. When you see him in Delirious, he's fucking good. He is killing it when it comes to doing Michael Jackson and James Brown and all that lot. And then Shim is, but I actually do like Party all the time. I know it's a bad song, a bad cheesy song, but it's kind of a guilty pleasure, to be honest.
It's the first ever mic drop I ever saw in any form or context. But is Eddie Murphy listed incorrectly, or is there a mistake in IMDb where sometimes he's listed as being Randy and sometimes Randy is listed as someone else? Was that a joke in their own credits to see if people noticed? Or is it a different actor? You could almost say Eddie Murphy is capable of projecting this level of voice and this level of difference. Voices were his thing. Voices were his thing. If you watch,
he's a good impressionist. He's a very good impressionist. I mean,
oh my God, Eddie Murphy's 3-way phone call routine where he's on the phone with Richard Pryor and Bill Cosby about the worst influence on black people, and then Richard Pryor just tub thump Bill Cosby, and Bill's indignant. He's like, "Get some. It's like, have a Coke and a smile and shut the fuck up, Bill."
Yeah. Next time he rings me up, tell him I say it's suck my dick. You tell him to have a Coke and a smile and shut the fuck up.
And then we get to the part of the movie that's canceled where he talks about how he went to Africa and found a woman riding a zebra and brought her home to marry him. And
because she's not and she's not like the fucking black chicks in America who are always getting too fucking big full of boats all the time. It's a funny one. It's a really funny one. Yeah. Get yourself a nice African woman who doesn't know shit and make sure she doesn't mix with any black American women. And you say,
within 6 months. She comes home and says, "Eddie, half.
What have you done for me lately?"
Yeah, there's a lot of great jokes that you question if they could be done nowadays. Probably not, but still, they land.
And that you could never.
I have a divorce document because that exact joke happened.
Yeah, we're getting off track a little bit now, but let's go to when we first came across this movie. Obviously, I was a kid and I was watching it and I was already an Eddie Murphy fan thanks to Beverly Hills Cop, and then Dad recommended me. I watched this film. It's got Eddie Murphy, so I checked it out, and I love this movie. And I was almost a little heartbroken at the end until we get the big reveal, because you're a kid, you don't expect the happy ending to come out. You almost start thinking, "Oh my God, is this how the film ends?" And it would have been very ballsy, but. So Blue Collar, those first time you saw this film.
Just one of the films. Films come out 5 or 6 years old. I forgot. Just would have been VHS, not theaters. So I was too young for theaters. But I've been watching it since I was a kid.
It's one of those films you could just rewatch over and over again. When there's nothing on as well. So Inside Man, first time you came to knowledge of this film, and I will move on to Admiral Teag before we go through the movie.
First time I saw this was at the theaters. I level with you. I mean, I was a big fan of Trading Places. Obviously, a big fan of John Landis and Eddie Murphy at the time. Thought this was going to be another winning combination, and then there were parts of it that I enjoyed. But for the most part, when I walked out of the cinema, I thought, "Oh God, no!" It was a little bit kind of super sickly for me. But saw it at the theaters, and I was disappointed. But as I said, I'm prepared to be convinced of my my errors. If everyone wants to, just give me a bit of a kicking.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, Trading Places is a lot funnier, maybe because it's a little bit more meaner, while this is a little bit, there is still a little bit of that mean humor in there, but at the same time, it's more lighter. And I do like the little connection to Trading Places, which we see later on, and it's a very funny bit of irony. So Admiral Teag, first time you came across this movie, first came into knowledge of it, saw it.
I was somewhat older than Blue Collar Loser, but I saw it either on HBO or someone else's video VHS tape, and I remember being captivated by it, laughing my ass off through the whole thing, and thinking Eddie Murphy has the world on a string. It was one of the funniest movies I've ever seen, and I remember walking out of the experience, or whenever the tape popped out of the machine, thinking to myself, Do I live in the exact right place at the exact right time where like it's all about Queens? Like we've got Run DMC, we've got Eddie Murphy from Roosevelt, Long Island running around, coming to Queens. We've got all these movies set in Queens. We revisit the set from Highlander at the Knicks game if anyone's interested. And I thought it was a fantastic movie, and we knew Eddie Murphy was great, and he's affirming it. It's a slightly different tone than 48 Hours. He showed he didn't have to always be dirty. And I think maybe we're seeing foreshadowing of what the Bowfinger, simpleton sort of Eddie Murphy character.
Yeah, he does it even more, doesn't he? He's really fucking dweeby in like Bowfinger, which is I think is a very underrated movie. I mean, it's if you like movies about movies being made, you probably will enjoy this. It's a very good underdog movie, even though the characters are kind of assholes, but they're very fun assholes.
They put Heather Graham in that movie like almost completely naked, don't they? So I mean, it's a good movie. And story.
Yeah, he was naked in that.
Isn't Heather Graham in that movie?
Oh right. Oh right. Okay, I'll have to give that a watch.
Yeah, you might like Bowfinger. It's actually very good, well paced, and I think it's like the last good, really funny thing Steve Martin did as well before before
he wasn't funny.
Kind of killed him for a while.
He's funny in Only Murders for like half that show, but then the show goes beyond its viability. Although the culmination of their story before they run into overtime and extra innings with the performance of their play, but not anything afterwards, up to and ending at the beginning of season 3 is funny. And the play itself was the songs in the play are funny. The people's reaction to the play is funny, but yeah, Only Murders just when it was over, it was over.
If you want to see the funniest thing that Steve Martin's ever done, just watch the Dennis Pennis minor interview on the red carpet where
How come
he calls him over. He says, "Hey, Steve, over here. So tell me, how come you're not funny anymore?" And it's just the look on Steve Martin's face is absolutely priceless.
Yeah, you gotta watch Dennis Pennis, man. He did not give a fuck. He did not bow down to the egos of any Hollywood stars. I mean, even the ones I actually like. I mean, fucking hell, he just insults them. He doesn't give a fuck.
I mean, the Clint Eastwood one was good, wasn't it? When he walks over to him with an ice lolly and he says,
"Yeah,
this is 65p Magnum. Do you feel licky, punk?"
Yeah, it's a chocolate ice cream bar for anyone who doesn't know the Magnum, not the gun, the chocolate bar.
Yeah.
So it was like trolling, wasn't he? It was like before Avid Marion and Bo Selector started.
That's
really
right.
taking it to even more deranged heights. But so yeah, we're in this is where we start to see a little bit of Zamunda at the beginning as well. We got this song that sounds a little bit like The Lion Sleeps Tonight. I mean, am I the only one who thought that?
Yeah, it's it is. But strangely, if you recall that Mr. McDowell was supposed to be played by Harry Belafonte. He was the first choice. He was wasn't he John Landis's first choice?
Was he?
Yeah,
I could see why, but I think John Amos ends up hitting a home run. Like,
John Amos,
that ball's still carrying, as we say in America.
Yeah,
and isn't it nice that we get to see Anakin and Amidala together? This is the Star Wars interquel that we deserved here, where Vader is with his Padme. Queen Amidala's performance in this is great. Natalie Portman, you would never know it was her.
No,
no, she really piled on the makeup in that one, didn't she? And the prosthetics to make her look like an African black woman in this one, didn't she? So
colorful performance by Natalie Portman.
Yeah, she really lost herself in that character. I actually thought she was a very glamorous looking black older woman. But we've got Niles Rodgers doing the music as well, and I was like, I can't believe I forgot he did this because I know Elmer Bernstein was the guy who did Trading Places, and then we got Rick Baker with the makeups, and we will get into that as well because
they walk past Niall at the Knick game. When they go to the Knick game and they walk past him, he's a black dude with I believe he's wearing his Kangol, but he's got super long dreadlocks.
Yeah, I'll check that out. We'll have a look in the slides when we get to it. But man,
I'd completely forgotten that two of the people that I've previously worked with have worked on this. So Rick Baker being one of them, and John Landis being another.
Yeah, no, what was it like? Have you worked on this movie, or was it?
Oh God, no.
No.
No. Although I will say, so the prosthetics that Rick Baker and his team did were among the best prosthetics I think you'll see. They were so well done, so incredibly well done.
Yeah, guys like Dick Smith, Stan Winston, Rob Bottin, Rick Baker, those are like the fucking goats of makeup. Yeah. They really are. Those two.
I worked with Stan Winston as well, but unfortunately not Dick Smith or any of the other sort of major artists. But yeah, quite lucky to work with Rick Baker and both Stan Winston, which is an experience. But yeah, I mean the prosthetic makeup in this is fantastic, absolutely incredible.
I know, because I actually did not think that was Eddie Murphy playing this Jewish white guy. As soon as the name popped up on the credit, I was like, no way. But now that I'm older now and my eyes been trained to sort of see it naturally, I'm like, oh yeah, I kind of see it a little bit now. I see a little bit of the rubber in some places, but it's still a pretty good fucking way.
It's brilliant.
It's his Gumby voice. They had to figure out a way to work in his Gumby voice, and my God, he steals both scenes.
Yeah, I mean, fuck this. I think this was like the first Eddie Murphy film where he was playing multiple characters before he started doing it in The Nutty Professor, and then it became this cliched thing, didn't it? Where Jack where Jack Black and Tracy Morgan was taking the piss out of it in 30 Rock and Tropic Thunder. So,
I mean, after this, our version of Eddie Murphy, unfortunately, a cut price bargain basement, Eddie Murphy over here was Lenny Henry.
Yeah, man.
Oh God! From Rings of Power, that insufferable dick.
Yeah. And he did a film with Disney, and he wanted to do a similar kind of thing that Eddie Murphy did, which was so he comes to America. He's on the run from some crooks. So he gets somebody to make him up as all these different characters to disguise him. So he really kind of rode off the back of this. It absolutely tanked, but there was a nice little mini documentary that he was making as a behind the scenes thing. And he's in the headquarters of Disney in LA. So he's in the head office of Disney. And he's walking through the corridors with a little mini camera crew, and he walks into this office, and he said, "Oh, this is one of the bosses of Disney." So he walks in, and the guy literally sits up, and he says, "Who the hell are you?" Security, and they actually got called security because like they thought this black guy just walked in, hit the boss of Disney's office with a camera.
A case of profiling,
it's hilarious.
Out, he is a dick.
Yeah. I mean, it is hilarious. Yeah, he's an insufferable twat.
He's a right fucking race card playing idiot. He really is. He's really fucking gone for the old anti-white rhetoric.
He never used to be. He just never used to be. It was,
Yeah, because I did watch a couple of his stuff from Tiswas, the old footage on YouTube, and it was kind of funny. It was like his best stuff, but then,
and then somebody told him that it was funny, and and the rest is history.
Funny, American has tons and tons of really funny black people, and I can't really name one here from here. I don't know.
Well, if we get Lenny Henry to the right person and have him foot worship them, he can do one thing that Eddie Murphy's done, but that's about the only thing he has enough talent to match Eddie Murphy in his weirdness.
Oh, hey, Rebel Rose. Hey, there you go.
Hey.
Oh, I didn't bring you in. But yeah, starting with the movie, this is really good exposition as well, where he's walking up by this great orchestra, and you can already tell the kind of life he's living and everything. So it's his birthday. And I look at Eddie Murphy here as well. He's not playing this young sort of like wise cracking, smart ass. He's actually really kind of that's a nice pair there. He's just this really sort of humble guy. He's actually playing this royalty very well. He's got this very charming big grin on him, like always, because it's Eddie Murphy. The guy can grin, and you could just instantly like this guy.
I'll give him his dues. He is actually a very sweet character in this, and
He is. He's very
I
endearing.
he is very endearing. I do actually like his character in this, and he does play it well.
I know, and once again we get a little bit of setup as well with the rose petals. I think it does lead to a couple of very good payoffs. One very funny, and one that sort of like sort of progresses the plot. But you see, he's very pampered, and he's living this very sort of lifestyle. And then we get this scene where he's like, "Since it's my birthday, do you think I could use the bathroom all by myself?" And he's being dead serious as well. But the servants think he's joking, and he's like, "Like us."
That I think it's worth noting that in the Eddie Murphy movie, the first 5 straight jokes are not done by Eddie Murphy. He's the straight man in the beginning of his movie. It's like this, wipe us. It's like, very amusing, Your Highness.
Well, it's also imagine the whole absurdity of like, I'm so fucking rich that I don't even have to wipe my own ass. People do it for me. Like,
well, this
I would
is
like
why
to burn out on that lifestyle to be able to judge it first, right?
That's what we used to have. We actually used to have that over here with our royalty. What's the position called?
Lord of the Bog.
Royal wiper.
What's it called? Lord of the Bog for Henry VIII, right?
Oh, what is it? I'll think about it. I can't remember what it's called, but there is a very, very specific title for it.
I believe you.
Yeah.
But you are right about him being very endearing, because he is very pampered, but he doesn't like being pampered. He finds it all boring. He finds it all man-numbing. He doesn't.
I love Luke. He's taking a bath and like she pops up. She's under the water. Pops up. Your royal penis is clean. Oh, you poor bastard.
That's the only time he looks disappointed. It's like,
finished
before I contaminated the bathtub with my royal juice.
She's rubbing his dick for him.
Sex with your bathers. I know I do.
James L. Jones, we will get to him soon.
I have friends that would just love this lifestyle. Like, come on, I have to wake up. I have to wake up and clean my own dick. Well, what kind of barbarians are you people? Come on,
monsters.
God, I have to wipe my own ass. You savages.
There was just one time.
Yeah, I like the fact the boots are all the same as well. As like, which one do I pick? You know, I always love that joke though, where he's looking for something where someone is looking for something to wear, and it's all the same clothes, and they're actually taking their time to decide which to put on, and it's the same fucking clothes over and over again. I always like that joke. I don't know why it's so dumb and moronic, but it just cracks me up. But this is where we learn that it's his 21st birthday, and he has to marry, but he's not excited because he doesn't know this woman. He's, and once again, we're learning a bit more about this character, and it's not spelt out. It feels right to what this kind of character is, and it must have been something. You can sort of tell Eddie Murphy's really enjoying it as well. You can sort of see it's giving him something to actually challenge himself with, and he does it very convincingly, despite the fact he was still pretty young. I don't know if he was getting close to his 30s yet, but
plus guys like Eddie Murphy too, and even Darcy James Earl Jones. These are like mostly blue collar average people, and like the premise is so absurd. Where you have people like these guys are brushing his teeth for him. They're gargling for him and shit. And like, imagine just living this so luxurious, and you're just an average guy. Because at the time period, this wasn't a high budget movie. And there's still kind of like lower budget actors, and just imagine being this rich and wealthy where like you're bored of being like having the perfect life.
Yeah, no, because that's the old philosophy. It's like what Jordan Peterson said. If you were handed everything on the plate for such a long time, you will literally try to eat your own arm just to get some kind of excitement or some meaning, because life is suffering. And we found meaning through that, and he's not finding any meaning at all through just having everything handed to him.
Yeah.
I mean, by the way, I googled this really quick. He was 27.
Yeah.
So.
Well, see, even like something simple is like every time he walks, they have rose petals. They have to put rose berries on his royal feet. Like he can't walk a footstep without rose petals being put on the ground. Like how absurd is that? Where you can't step on the ground without rose petals being put on the ground in front of you. It's so ridiculous.
I felt I deserved it myself, but it wasn't something in my everyday life. But it was a goal I set for myself upon seeing it.
But it kind of establishes he's got a weird relationship with his parents as well, because he's sat at a right distance from them, and they're communicating through this bloody speaker radio thing, and and he takes this step, and you can sort of see James L. Jones's character does care for it. So, look, they can't even see his son for all those bloody candles and decorations.
It's so over exaggerated how much love they have, and it's like, my son, what's he doing? He's gonna get up and actually walk to us, like,
yeah, he's coming over. Yeah, they seem very surprised, but it shows just what kind of character Akeem is, though. He's he sees that that living like just being pampered is kind of ridiculous. He's got some common sense. Surprising common sense, and we found out why, because we found out later that he reads stuff like Nietzsche and all that stuff, and loads of philosophies.
It's still funny seeing, like, in the first Batman, remember Bruce and Vicky Vale having soup and that massive ass fucking room and just hit Vicky and Bruce like it's just
once again another good scene that kind of establishes what kind of a guy Bruce Wayne is and how socially removed he is from everyone else, because he's been so obsessed with trying to stop crime, fight crime. He hasn't really considered how to be a human being in front of other human beings.
Or was it all an elaborate plan to get with Kim Basinger? Like, it's an equally viable and equally worthy motive.
Yeah. Well, who wouldn't back then? I think it was more of an elaborate plan to get with Michelle Pfeiffer. He probably manipulated Christopher Walken into killing her so she would wake up from her coma, go crazy, and become Catwoman, because he digs crazy ladies. Who knows? It's all a conspiracy.
The cutscene where she goes out the window and we see Batman across the street watching her fall the whole way down, and when she impacts, she smiles.
Yeah. But it is a very good, like you said, it's a very exaggeration, and they throw the rose petals down, and he's trying to sort of like get ahead of them as well before they throw it at his feet, because he's seen just how ridiculous it is as well. He's very well read, he's very wise beyond his years, and even his dad doesn't realize he's grown a mustache after about a year of having it.
Yeah,
he doesn't get within like a good visual acuity range of him.
Yes, I also the past year.
Nassim really, like, the reason he's trying to outpace the rose petal throwers, it occurs to me, he hasn't been able to walk on the floor without the rose petals all that often.
Yeah.
Like, they're like trying really hard. They've been told, make sure you get these rose petals in front of them, and they are like nothing if not scared of Vader. I mean, King Vader, Darth Earl Jones.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been settled. From now on, no more rose petals. Anyone does rose petals will answer to me. And the girls are like,
I know. It's like,
and then he force choked that one servant to make a point.
But once again, it shows character exposition as well. It shows that King Jaffe is maybe not just enjoying being a commanding sort of royal, but also he is used to it. It's all he knows. But his mum is like the only one who has noticed he's had this mustache for a year. So she probably has been a little bit more considerable and attentive, and we kind of learn she's pretty independent thinker as well, even though they live in this kind of kingdom where women are really sort of trained to be obedient to the men. So
it's a real paradise, yeah. She scoffs when he says they fell in love eventually, though. If you watch her and she's like, and now your mother and I are very much in love, and she like rolls her eyes. She's like,
but she doesn't seem to hate him either. She probably does love him. She just thinks he's a little bit of a dick. That's it.
Yeah, a bit insufferable.
Yeah, a little bit, but she still kind of has a soft spot for him, and she will always be loyal to him. So yeah, she's very
more out of touch than he is mean.
Yeah, that's a good assessment.
And she knows her place.
I know.
Yeah, that's true.
But even James L. Jones isn't a total arsehole. Even when he's just used to being a royal. He's used to being sort of like worshipped. But he is still a good dad. He still cares about his son. He never seems to be overly aggressive towards his son. He actually does try to be attentive to him in his own kind of tyrannical way, sort of.
Gets within 40 to 50 feet of him every morning for breakfast. Yeah.
I know.
What I find amazing about James L. Jones is that, one, he was dyslexic. Two, he had the most terrible, debilitating stammer.
Yeah, he said that a few times.
Yeah, and he used his acting to overcome his stammering. Just fantastic.
And he has blue eyes.
Yeah. I mean, what an amazing actor though this man was.
I know, and he's really good
What
as
a
well. Even
wonderful
though the
actor.
character he's playing is a bit of a dick, he's still so likable. He's still so charming, and you kind of still want to hang out with him a little bit. Once again, I like how he's still showing some kind of interest in his son. When his son is asking, "Okay, just for once, I want to, do my own cooking, do my own cleaning, wipe my own backside. And why? Why can't I find my own wife?" And then he's like, so it's a woman you see. Well, guess what? We've just found you a wife. We have trained to be the perfect wife.
I've just remembered what it was. I've just remembered what it was. It's called the groom of the stool that used to wipe the king's bottoms over here.
Yeah, yeah. I think Shut Up Matt actually mentioned it earlier.
Oh,
yeah.
Groom
of the stool. Yeah,
the groom of the stool.
Make sure.
Yeah, he said it wrong. The mystery corrected him, but yeah, we pretty much get the idea. So yeah, Webby Spoons, how you doing, man? Hey.
Sorry, I went AWOL to get myself a drink, so I didn't see that.
No problem anyway, but this is where we start to move into the story and what the story is about. It's about him finding a woman who he can love, but he has no interest in a woman who's just trained to be obedient and not have a thought of her own. And we see that later on.
You selfish bastard.
Yeah.
How dare you want women to think for themselves? Kind of outdated bullshit is this? Like,
but he is trying to be considerate to him as well, saying, "Listen, I know you're nervous," and that they are trying to reassure him a little bit. And there's a was it fine line between love and nausea? But once again, he's shown to be a much wiser guy, and this is where we meet Semi, played by Arsenio Hall, and these two have great fucking chemistry. I really love this character. Yeah, he's such a dick in this, but I love him. I just love him. I love how he's really kissing up to the king and the queen, though. But when he's with Akeem, he is a bit more honest with him as well. He's not too lenient with him. He doesn't kiss his ass. And I think maybe he did back in the past. And Akeem said, "Listen, you don't need to kiss my ass. Just talk to me like a human being. Joke with me. Give me shit when I need to." And and I think that's why they've kind of become friends. That's what I got from these two characters.
Yeah.
Mm.
Great casting.
He tries to play him a little bit too. Like he tries to play a Prince Nassim here and there to get like a little bit here and there for himself. Like when he wants to fix up the apartment. So they've got that going on. He knows how to talk to him.
He's the opposite, isn't he? While Akeem is finding meaning through hard work and perseverance and being humble, he just wants to go back to being bathed and fucking spoilt by all the exotic dancers and bathers, doesn't he? So.
Yeah.
But he's also his trainer as well, which it is reliable, and he seems to have taught him really well. He's giving him shit, he's trying to motivate him. He's actually questioning him as well to why he wants a wife who can think for herself and not just some obedient sex pot that he can lay with occasionally.
Yeah.
And we're setting up our cause and effect for later here with the sparring with the quarterstaffs.
Yeah. I was going to say, Luke, I mean, definitely that was 100% Eddie Murphy doing those like 19 backflips in a row and a triple spin in midair.
Yeah, I could totally believe that. Yeah, for some reason he turned into another black guy, but then again, they all look alike. So.
I recognized Mace Windu in there with his purple shotgun.
There you go.
Yeah, he's in that later on. He's like, who the fuck is this asshole? But it does set up as another payoff that comes later. And once again, I love films that have these great payoffs. It shows that. But I love the banter they have as well. Is like where you can have a woman who will obey your command anytime you like, but you'd rather have someone with an opinion. And it's like only dogs to obey. And I love how he's a bit of a horn dog as well, Semi as well. Not only will your wife have big breath, a firm backside and breasts the size of sour melons.
I noticed that Arsenio, by the way, when he is the one with the harder role, he has to walk towards the camera swinging the quarterstaff while he does the dialogue, and Arsenio pulls it off. Whatever he's doing is very convincing. He might be just making like a figure eight pattern and getting his arm out of frame, but whatever he's doing, he's selling the motion on that quarterstaff really well. Like great physical acting here from Arsenio Hall, who has a lifetime role here. This was the best role of his entire career, in my opinion.
Yeah. Oh yeah, do
It
not
really
see the sequel. It's fucking terrible. And Road on Life Productions. All right, I think you might be new here. If you are new, please subscribe to my guests as well. I haven't put all of them in the description because I didn't know if some of them are going to show up, but I will. I think I have. Yeah, I think I have anyway. So ignore that. So yeah. Glad to have you on here, man. And backlit both these guys. Yeah, they were like, this was the 80s was like fucking Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall in their heyday. I think Arsenio Hall still was having some success with his chat show as well. So
yeah.
So yeah, and
I don't know if he starts till after this movie with the talk show. He's really heating up though. It's going to be his year in '88.
Yeah,
and '89.
And he does really work well here as a complete opposite to Akeem's character, because I think in another world, Eddie Murphy could still have pulled off this role as well as Senior Hall in an earlier movie, maybe because. But yeah, like you said, he's more of the comic foil, while Eddie Murphy is the straight man. He's the lead character, but yeah, he's more funny from his reactions than the one-liners he sprouts out. So he does this great little line as well. So you would rather be married to a beautiful fool, and it's like, well, that is the way it's always been with men of power. It is tradition. It's like, well, there is a time when that tradition will and must change.
Yeah. It's funny though, isn't it? I mean, you got Eddie Murphy, who is the real fish out of water in this, and you've got Arsenio Hall, who is also a fish out of water, but he is infinitely more adaptable.
Yeah,
you know, he kind of eases himself into it so much easier than Akeem. But although Akeem, he does try to get himself involved with the way things are working. He still comes across as, what we would call as Johnny Foreigner over here.
Yeah, definitely. He sort of loses his commanding presence a little bit and becomes a sort of wide-eyed, naive guy. But rewatching this again, I don't know if he's sort of like emulating what he's seen how his servants act as well when they're doing menial jobs, and he's sort of like trying to use it in America when he's pretending to be this poor African student. But that's my
we have to wonder what Amelia would think of what Prince Akeem does, right?
Yeah, good callback, Cosmic Holder. That was a good one. Yes, Samuel Jackson's in this as well. Two different perspectives on being strangers on Strange Island. Yeah, really good fish out of water movie. Very intelligently done. A lot better than the sequel. The sequel is just fucking dog tear on a stick. It really is. I'd avoid it, man.
Yeah, plus it's a small message, but not the main focus of the film. But like it is, times change. The whole this is the way things always were. Yeah, but times do change. This is the 80s now, not 1700s, 1800s, and even now 2026. Times change, guys. Like the way he's being raised, that doesn't stick with modern times. That's what he sees in America. All them African values in that old system doesn't happen even in 1980s America.
Yeah,
but isn't it funny? I mean, if this were made today, God forbid, but if this were made today, it would be a completely different movie. The thing is about this, you don't, and I completely agree with John Landis on this. You don't realize that this is actually pretty much, give or take a few white characters, an all-black movie.
Yeah,
but you don't know. You don't notice it because the characters are so well written.
Well, plus Gary, because still like this film has plenty of jokes and plenty of over-the-top moments. It's never racial. There's not a single fucking joke.
Racial.
I mean, even Trading Places. With Trading Places was a tiny bit racial with the jokes, but this one it does sort of like. Well, plus just keep it to a minimum. I mean,
you can't have white and black jokes that are funny, but it's the point. It's like not every joke's got to be shitting on white characters or making the black people some kind of like like they're being oppressed and they're being downtrodden. Obviously, the black characters are the richest characters in the fucking movie, and that was the whole point. That's actually the whole point of Blazing Saddles, which another film wanted to get into is Blazing Saddles. It's only offensive because of one word. Actually, break down Blazing Saddles. The main character is the smartest, best looking, most intelligent, badass character in the fucking movie, and it's a black guy. But Blazing Saddles does not make fun of black people. They overuse one word on purpose, and they're actually making fun of racists. But stupid people can't see the subtext of what Mel Brooks was going for, which is also co-written by Richard Pryor.
Exactly that.
Yeah.
People just won't get it because they don't want to get it.
What we've left behind is a race.
Yeah.
God, how I miss the 20th century.
Yeah, probably the only thing that comes close to this being released today is the sequel, and like I said, it's dog turd, man. It's a dog turd.
I watched it out of curiosity, like everybody else did. I'm like,
yeah, I watched it once just to see if it was any good, and it just felt like a total insult to the Akeem character. It kind of, it just kind of ruined him. It kind of made him out to be a bit of a dumbass, and he's not a dumbass. Yeah, he's very naive and, very unaware of how things work in the other countries. But he was never a dumbass. He was very wise beyond his years. He was, and he's a very endearing character as well. So this is where we get to the wedding, obviously. So he's waiting for his wife, and he thinks it's this woman, and she's like, "Greetings, great prince. I'll present you Miss Amani Izzy." They have this real big fucking dance off as well, like he said, choreographed by Paula Abdul, and I can sort of see it a little bit,
Yeah.
But it does kind of establish the world of Zamunda as well. It lets you know what kind of world they're in, the way things go here, the traditions, the culture. It's obviously a very exaggerated, much more glamorous African fictional country, but it's still very. The set pieces are still wonderful to look at visually. The costumes, everything.
Yeah.
I know.
They are.
I know. James L. Jones looks fucking good in that suit, even when he turns up in that overcoat with the lion head on it. I mean, he
looks the best.
Up, he does. Yeah, and Eddie Murphy as well, very stylish. He's always been a stylish bastard. Every time I see him in a suit, he's always rocking a suit in the 80s.
Yeah.
So this is where we get the Queen. She's your queen.
It's over the top.
I love that.
The lyrics are great too.
Also, is this guy one of Drexel's right hand? Is this Drexel's right hand man in True Romance?
I don't know.
I don't know, but every joke he's part of in this movie is like one of the biggest home runs of the movie. Like the setup with the first 3 or 4 jokes that he gets, and the way he sets up this joke in this song, he really major tone setter early in the movie. Like excellent direction, really.
I know. I mean, it doesn't really say much. It's just when he comes up with this big straight bass and he starts going all falsetto, going.
We remember his every line. He doesn't say much, but pretty much every line is iconic. Wipers! I mean, every line.
Oh.
It's just good.
Lyrics. A queen who do ever what his highness desires, he's a queen to be.
And you can tell this is a John Landis movie because every shot seems to be wide. There's never a full-on close-up, and it kind of goes back to 30 Rock when Tracy Jordan Morgan admits he did films for Kim Jong-il, and he's like, every time he does a comedy, it does a close-up. I keep telling him, comedy works in a wide lens, wide shot.
I love the lyrics too. Yeah.
A vision of perfection. An object of affection.
He's completely free from infection.
Yeah.
That was the line that had everybody on the floor, I think. Yeah. That's the one that knocks you out of your seat. You're spellbound by the voice coming out of this guy, and you're like, what the hell is going on? It's like, is he literally singing her resume? And my God, he is. And then that part hits home, and you're like, oh, I imagine
to be
a lot of
used at your discretion.
Yes.
Everything.
Waiting
you
for your
John Landis humor.
Go for it, Prince.
Maurice was played by a black guy. He was a very skinny black guy who didn't really get much attention. Let's have a look. Maurice, where are you? What's the actual plays Maurice? Yeah, Louis Anderson. He's really a black guy pretending to be a white guy, and he keeps doing it in every single movie he's in for some reason. I don't know why. Even when he's doing interview for movies, he's dressed as a white guy, an overweight white guy for some reason. Kind of racist.
Anderson is actually is white.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
he's from Minnesota.
He's a black guy.
Nice.
I think that's fake news. I'll just make up job.
I'm not. Yeah. He had a show on MTV for a long time. Like if he was a Rachel Dolezal in reverse, man, he did a great fucking job.
Yeah.
You learn something new every day. I mean, so that's why him and Lonnie Anderson were talked of together, because they're both actually black and people didn't know it.
Yeah, well,
They have
actually,
the
the
same last
Jewish
name.
guy was a Jewish guy dressed up as Eddie Murphy, dressed up as a Jewish guy. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's man blown.
Murray
man.
is
Man
Eddie
blown.
Murphy.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Everyone in the
What's
barbershop
his name?
except Cuba Gooding Jr., who's getting his hair cut, is Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, fucking
And
good. Cuba Good. Yeah, that was a white guy pretending to be Cuba Gooding Jr. playing an extra.
Yeah.
So.
I'm a dude playing a dude.
Oh, wait,
young
you-
Woody Harrelson, he had the
Yeah.
acting chops.
Yeah, yeah. We're the white women there. I've got to do Blazing Saddles, man. Yeah, we need to get the Niger jokes in that.
Wow.
Oh boy, any whiskey for that one?
One of the greatest comedies
But
ever
we
made.
all live in
The-
Rockridge
the-
in a way.
The sheriff,
right?
the sheriff is near.
No, dang,
the
Glenn, I
song.
said the sheriff is a Nick.
You know, we will do that on next Black History Month, okay? Next Black History
yeah.
Month, we'll do Blazing Saddles.
You just missed it. It ended last week.
Man. But yeah, this woman's gorgeous, man. I mean, Jesus Christ, look at her. I love that.
Look at that. It's going high note right there.
Yeah, she does come back in the sequel, and I'm not gonna lie, it is one of the very few jokes that made me laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it is a very good callback as well. I'm like, Jesus Christ, all these years she's still doing this shit.
Sorry, man.
And the fact that she's related to Wesley Snipes' character does kind of make it even more funny. You know, Wesley Snipes, best thing in Coming to America 2 or Coming to number 2 America.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was weird the way they titled it.
Mm-hmm.
Did anyone else find the interactions between like very naive Prince Nassim and very naive Arsenio and Vader to be sort of like him talking to C-3PO? It was like so weird every once in a while. It just have that energy. Like I am fluent in over 3 million forms of communication, so it's like bring me the prisoners, I want them alive.
Yeah, I think we only get one boob shot in this, don't we, Nick? And it's the royal penis is now clean, Your Highness.
It's technically 2 boob shots. I was paying attention.
But when you're going to break down radio, I'll put that on my list, man. I will put that on the list.
Frank's
There's still a lot of films I've not seen yet, so I'll check that out. I also like Cuba Gooding Jr. I think he's very underrated. But yeah, he gets her aside to talk for one moment, and he really just wants to see how far she is going to be obedient and see if she can actually have some potential of being independent and speaking to herself. But it's no use. It's like every time he asks her a question, what music do you like? Oh, whatever you like. What food do you like? Whatever you like. And
She
and
gives
you
you
can see he's
exact
trying
right
real
answer.
hard. He wants to make this work. He's still trying to make this work. You know, he's trying to make good out of a bad situation. Hope there's some potential, but it's no use. She's been trained too well, way too well. And I think when he starts telling her to bark and like a dog and hop up and down, he's wondering, will she actually do it? Is she really going to degrade herself like this?
She does.
Yeah.
And she does. Has no problem.
You can tell he was really hoping she would not do that and actually tell him to go fuck himself and actually show some kind of common sense.
But you can see why this doesn't land for like you couldn't do this to a 50-year-old dude. He'd be like, okay, the marriage is a go. And that would be the end of your movie.
Yeah.
Also good on her because she's making perfect eye contact with Eddie Murphy. They had to take like 20 fucking scenes because she's like, arp, 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 arp. And you know, he had to be busting out laughing. It's like, woof.
Yeah, like he goes small dog, he goes fucking big dog. But I love Chappie's reaction. He thinks the king is actually enjoying it.
I'm happy he is.
He's acting like a king. He's showing a woman needs to be put in her place. Yes. Yeah. And she even tells him to leave him alone and she hops out.
Yeah, and she doesn't character.
I know. Yeah, she doesn't think, oh, I need to stop back and hopping now. I'm leaving. But no, she keeps doing it. She's waiting for the order.
Yeah. Well, that's like the whole joke. Some guys will be into that shit, but him, he's just like, it's boring because like I'm marrying a robot. He's not marrying a person. It's all it is to him. It's like I can't marry he's marrying a slave. He's like, I don't want this shit. Like,
yeah, so so yeah, obviously the guests are waiting, but it's like he wants to just have a little heart-to-heart with his son as well, and says, okay, let's go for a stroll. And he says this really good line where it's like, I can't believe it. Just feels like yesterday I was ordering your first diaper change. And it's like
he's never done it himself.
Yeah. Well, he's a king. He doesn't need to do that stuff.
What a
He
dad.
watched he got within 35 feet and watched with great satisfaction, right? Yes.
Exactly.
He took a royal dump.
I know. Obviously, this is where it leads to, you know, Akeem kind of wondering if he's ready, if he's ready to marry just yet. He's not been outside of the palace since ever. He wants to experience the world, and obviously because King Jaffe has said this comment, like he assumes he has sex with his babies. He assumes that Akeem just wants to go around the world and start laying with multiple women before he settles down. And but that's not. But he's trying to explain, no, that is not the case. I just want. But before he can say anything, Jaffe is like, yes, go ahead, sow your royal oats, and in 40 days you'll come back and marry a dog-barking lady.
We also missed the joke about, like earlier Teag said. He's like, hey, bathe with your, sex with your bathers. I know I did.
Yeah. All right.
I do.
He's living the life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how king should be. He's fucking the queen and the bathers.
I'd point
no, you don't let women think for themselves. Otherwise, they're going to start fucking turning your country into England and America. Enough, don't.
Yeah, the king's based.
Yeah,
comedy's real, but the king's based.
I know. So all his guests who have been waiting for a good while for the ceremony is like, the wedding will proceed in 40 days. You may go now.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, well, I just got some wine. I didn't have my first drink yet. So I've seen your whole he's obviously ecstatic as well. He's like, whoa, I get to go around the world. I get to go to America with you and
fornicate.
Fornicate. He hasn't actually told him it's
all
America
he cares about.
Yeah. 40 days of fucking.
So this is why it tells Sammy, listen, we're not going over there to do some fornication, okay? I am going to look for a woman who will love me for who I am, a woman who will stimulate my intellect as well as my loins. He's like, well, where will you find such a woman? And he's like, in America.
Not LA.
Yeah.
LA.
So, and I do love how the it's either between New York and Miami. Anyway, so he flips a coin and he's like, we go to New York, but where will we find a woman suitable for a king? Queens.
Oh, also like too, like as he puts the coin down, the coin's got a picture of his face on it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a nice touch. It really is.
Yeah. Just in small details where it's like even the currency is based on him.
So this is where they go with the plan. They poor African students, they have to be living poor, rural, much more humble, no flashy lifestyle. And once again, we get the first hint that is definitely a fish out of water because he orders a cab to halt. And the first thing the cab says is, you dumb fuck.
What does that mean, you dumb fuck?
Yeah. What does dumb fuck mean? Obviously, the cab is like, yeah, well, a couple of rich people like you, why don't you go into Manhattan? And Arsenio Hall is very, he's actually really open for the idea. And he's like, no, we need to go to Queens, the poorest area. We are poor African students. And he's like, well, where do you want to go? It's like, take us to the poor area, the most common part. And it's like, well, there's loads in there.
Ironically, right next to the airport, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is where we do get a bit more. It goes a bit more realistic, doesn't it? Because you actually see real streets now. You are in a studio where you're seeing this very glamorous African city kingdom called Zamunda. Are you? You're in a real place now. You actually see the real streets, real people. There's real grit, there's real dirt. It's all mucky and dirty. Everything is lived in. The buildings are decaying. Everything.
Isn't that Hull?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I believe that's the same look, the same.
Well, yeah, they shot it in Hull really, just so they wouldn't have to pay so much tax. That's all. But they got if you're gonna make a movie in the shittest part of New York, come to Hull. You get plenty of tax breaks on there.
Yeah.
So. And yeah, you can really see his enthusiasm as well. It's like everything seems so alive, it's so liberating. And he gets enthusiasm by seeing rubbish thrown on the street. And it's like, and Semi's not very happy about this, though, is he? He's really not.
Yeah. So he's like, Americans are so free, we can just take glass and like throw glass on the ground. Yeah.
It's weird, isn't it? There's this this weird sort of dichotomy, isn't there? This, you know, they're both essentially fish out of water, but you know, one wants to, you know, one can really sort of absorb the culture, but is really offended by the fact that they're in an absolute shithole.
Oh yeah.
The other is, you know, is unable to really absorb himself, or you know, sort of, you know, immerse himself in the culture, but he's okay with it being an absolute shithole.
And you can see he's right by, some of this is right by Silver Cup Studios in Long Island City, because when you see behind him that church, that's distinctive building that people driving into New York City will see that church. It's in Long Island City, and you jump off there and you can get onto the bridge. So that's a really congested and well-known neighborhood. I think it's the loading dock of one of the many studios down there that they're shooting it off of. And when they do the reverse of that shot, that is like either just a generic New York City building, and sometimes if you look, they've replicated it on the soundstage for some pickups. Because obviously they are in like a really congested and crazy part of New York City, and it has that authenticity to it. But there are moments where you need to actually be able to hear the Prince over the overlapping gunfire of the 1980s in New York City.
Oh yeah, because it's an area where there's full of fucking shootings anyway, isn't it? So yeah, you don't
right
want
there.
To
I didn't know for so many fucking years when I was a kid. I didn't, not until I was a teenager, I didn't realize that was Eddie Murphy.
I know, it's so good. Look, even the detail on the hand as well. Look, the wrinkles, the texture, the pigments, everything. It's like
the prosthetics are amazing on this. They really are.
It is. I know. I mean, you can sort of see his facial features a little bit there underneath the, you know, the nose and that. But it's you really do have to look very, very closely to notice it. But that is a bang-up job.
The difficult thing to mask when you're doing prosthetics, you know, and you're trying to disguise somebody as another person, it's the eyes. It's always the eyes.
Yes.
You just, there's very little that you can do with the eyes apart from contacts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they wanted it to hit you somewhere in the scene, I think. And I wonder, is it a prosthetic arm? Is it like a robot arm up there? Because his, you know, the rest of it's out of sight. It's so perfect and looks so different.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm guessing maybe they give him kind of like maybe glove. They put like a flesh glove over his hand, maybe give him a white glove.
They sold that this was different people, but like you say, in the eyes, you can tell it builds up minute by minute. You're like, a sense of like, wait a minute, and then like you're familiar with the Eddie Murphy Gumby voice, and it's like, but you're not seeing Eddie Murphy, and it's like ringing different bells in different parts of your head. And here he is 2 years before his appearance in Miami Vice, Cuba Gooding Jr. We'll get to that episode.
But and also
look how young he is.
Also the old Jewish voice. He talks like this, and he doesn't talk like Eddie Murphy. Trying to do that voice, but that's such a great actor. I mean, how many people can pull that the fuck off? Like.
Yeah,
that's to say, no, for so many years, I had no clue that was Eddie Murphy. I mean, and someone told me, I was like, wait, then I go back, because when you watch it, like, I'm not thinking it's just like some actor, you know, it was the fucking late 80s, early 90s before the internet. And I'm like, go back, I'm like, oh, now shit. And still, even them stills, it's like, he's so convincing.
Because he's very good, and you can sort of see he's really. You kind of forget it's Eddie Murphy playing his characters, because he plays all these characters so different, doesn't he? Like the guy who owns the barbershop, he's like really, really sort of rapid talking. He's very shit talking. Everything and they're having this very, very funny conversation about all the old boxers and that. I mean, they're talking like how old guys do, don't they, about their passions, and sports,
especially barbershops, which later on the Cuba Gooding Jr. films. Barbershops are like that in the cities, man.
Yeah, I love how it's so messy and lived in, and you see little hints of soul glow there on the image. Let's zoom in a little bit, right there. You already get the hint of it there.
One barber's always eating and scoffing, just like in real life. Yeah. This, by the way, is the super authentic. Now, like other things have happened, like there's not so many of these like there used to be. This is a block out of time. This was a little trip back in time for me. There's just a few things on this block that don't exist. I think there's a phone booth too, but this was really just something else. And the authenticity of these characters, they really sell the personalities. It builds up, and it culminates by the end that maybe it's them. But like, there's no gotcha moment. They're really good, and they really sell themselves as different people.
Yeah, and it's like you said, this building is out of time. It looks like it hasn't been redecorated since the bloody 1960s. You got all newspapers just piled up everywhere, you know, and all these clippings that have probably been up there for God knows how long. And you see them later when they're wearing casual clothing. They're still wearing the same kind of clothing they probably wore in the 60s and 70s. You know, they've not moved on with the 80s because, fuck it, we're old. We don't care about the new trends anymore. You know, we're old guys. So yeah, this is where we meet Sugar from fucking Banshee as the landlord, and God, I just love it. His first line is like, "All right, so what the fuck do you want?" I
can attest to the validity of this rental experience in New York City.
Yeah. Once again, it gives you a hint of what this guy has to put up with, though, doesn't he? And when he sees they got money, oh yeah, he's friendly, so they aren't gonna ask for a room and not pay the fucking rent, and they just leave all the stuff out, and everyone just scrambles and loots it all.
Yep. I mean, there's definitely truth to that parody.
Oh yeah, yes. There is still that realism. Yeah, it's very feel good. It's very light-hearted, but there is a little bit of that mean-spirited realism in there as well that reflects, you know, the area at the time and probably still today.
When they pull away with the camera and you see the luggage unattended, but went through my mind is people gonna? Oh yeah, they're stealing it already. Yeah. That's exactly how it went in my mind. Like,
you didn't even get it out, man.
What is he high? It's like, did they get crack on the way to rent this apartment because they are out of their minds? Okay, yeah, people are stealing it. And then, just like in real life, they have the nerve to wear it right in front of you and rub it in your face.
I know.
New York's the only place where your neighbor will rob you and then invite you to your apartment to sit in your old furniture and console you about getting robbed.
Yeah, I love this guy as well. He's just fucking. You can tell this guy has done this way too many times as well. Like, even he mentions yeah, don't be doing that falling down the stairs crap. Your rent's due. He's like, are you conscious? And he's like, fuck this guy. I have no time to deal with this. Let me get you to your rooms. So he's obviously showing them around, and this apartment is really fucking bad because every single apartment has to share this one toilet, and it's covered in cockroaches. It's infested with cockroaches. I know. It just adds to the comedy lot, doesn't it? It adds to Semi's despair, and it just adds to Akeem as well, just being this very enthusiastic, wide-eyed innocent, just seeing the beauty in all the ugliness. And yeah, this is a really fucking mean-spirited moment as well, where the poorest room they can get really is a very poor room. It is a proper miserable place to live in. It's like a crime scene. The blood hasn't been cleaned up. You know, the chalk lines of the blind guy and his dog are still there, and it's like, what the hell? And the senior hall's face just cracks me up. He doesn't say a fucking word, and as soon as Akeem's like, we'll take the room, Akeem fucking Semi just makes me laugh even more. He's like, no.
Real shame what they did to that dog. He didn't feel anything for the tenant. He's like, it was a real shame what they did to that dog.
Yeah, I know. As a dog person, that made me fucking laugh.
Well, also, did he tell the fucking tape outline for the dog's body?
That kills me. Oh my god! Every time.
It just makes it darker as well. It's once again, that's that dark John Landis sense of humor there.
Yeah,
the way he treats them until they whip out the not hundreds, and he's like, "Come on inside, gentlemen," and he realizes they're a little out of it, and he's going to get as much of that money as he can. He's like, these guys are out of it. It's like, yeah, sure. We have a really meager place. It's great.
Yeah. But then again, this is where he said the window was facing a brick wall, and yet he's out on the balcony shouting across the street. So it's like, wait, what? There's a bit of a continuity error, isn't there?
That's just New York, I would imagine.
You can see he's got a nice view there too in the window behind him, right? The window next to him, right? It's like not a bad view either.
That is not a fucking brick wall. That's actually not too bad. You know what? Fucking crime scene, former crime scene aside, this was I would still rent this room. You know,
it's better than my apartment.
Yeah, that is not facing the fucking brick wall. That's facing the streets. But this is like what the first of this like the first of a couple of jokes where Eddie Murphy's just annoying the fuck out of the neighbors just by being enthusiastic. So yeah, greetings New York. Hey, fuck you. Yes, fuck you. I was just fucking enjoying all this free swag that they stole from him. And this guy just tries to sell it back to him. It's just, you got to love the cynicism of this a little bit.
Well, even the Mighty Sharp sign reflects the 80s. It's like, we've just given up. The graffiti artists have taken over the neighborhood. If we let them paint the sign of our business, at least they won't tag over their own work, and we'll have our phone number where people can see it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. A callback to an old Eddie Murphy joke. Is it the one with Aunt Bunny? Aunt Bunny fell down the steps. Yeah, Aunt Bunny's like screaming for help and she's still falling and screaming for help again. Takes a while to fucking get to the bottom. I gotta watch Delirious again, man. That is such a fucking banger stand-up special. It really is. 40 years old and it still makes me laugh.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, and I love how Seb's like really pissed off that the guy's trying to sell it back to him, but he's like, no, leave all that stuff. Leave the material things. We are New Yorkers. Let us dress like New Yorkers. So, yeah, this is obviously them trying to sort of emulate how New Yorkers dress, which doesn't really seem far off. I mean,
there's too much, but they're dressed right. There's too much gear. They're wearing they have too much flair. But yeah, like a Jets jacket and the New York Mets jacket, like both teams are like, one team's a champion, the Mets, we're coming off a championship because they filmed this in 87. The movie comes out in 88. So the Mets are the 86 World Series champion. And the Jets were still well regarded. They haven't become the horrible joke that all New York football teams are, as my friend who probably likes the Buffalo Bills can tell you, right, Blue Collar?
I used to as a teenager, and I grew up.
Yeah, it was great training for covering Disney, Star Trek, and Star Wars growing up a New York area football fan. It'll keep you from finishing the Winds of Winter, that's for sure. But yeah. It was too much, but these were authentic. Like the jackets are things that you see. A lot of people wear their Met and Yankee jackets in town.
But I am seeing a lot of kids these days wearing stuff not too far off from what they're wearing. I mean, like layers, like fucking hoodies over Parkers, everything. It's tracksuits under hoodies under Parkers and overcoats and shit. It's crazy, man. It really is.
It gets that cold, but it doesn't stay super cold for a long time. So maybe people don't go with the all-out, all-winter-long jacket because you have to tough out like 6 horrible weeks, and some of those have random nice days thrown in too. It's not like even a little further north. New York City has a slightly better weather. So yeah, like layered up, but like somehow unready is a little bit of a New York trope.
Yeah. And once again, we get Soul Glow actually coming back as well. And remember this because this joke is going to come back as well. This is going to be a big part of Akeem's, fight for Lisa's love when he meets her. But yeah, how many people just could not get this fucking song out their head? I mean, I don't think it's I think it's a parody of a real advert from the 80s, but it's still really memorable. Just let your soul glow, let it shine through, baby. You can tell that's Nile Rodgers doing that. Well.
It's hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, it does look like an 80s commercial as well, even though it's basically just very played for comedic value, but as well as setting up the love rival. But it does sort of lead to Akeem as well, wondering if he should get a hairdo as well in order to find the woman he loves, and this is the first time this happens as well. Soul Glow kind of plays on his confliction to whether he's making the right approaches to getting Lisa or the love of his life. So once again, they're arguing over the boxes and that, and he talks about was it Cassius Clay knocking Joe Louis on his ass? Rocky Marciano knocking Joe Louis on his ass, and he's getting all pissy about it as well, isn't he? He's like, yeah. Joe Louis was 75 years old when he went up to against Rocky Marciano. He always lied about his age. I was there with Frank Sinatra when he said he's about 175 years old. So there. Yeah, they're like, you never met no Frank Sinatra. It's like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Next, please. So he asks for his haircut as well, and he's wondering. And I love how he's like checking his hair. He's like, "What kind of chemicals you got in there?" And he's like, "I have no chemicals, only juice and berries." So now, so he was asking, "All right, what kind of hairdo do you want?" He's like, "Just make it nice and neat." And all he does is chop off his lock, and he charges him $8. Now, I don't know how expensive that is in the 80s, but I'm thinking he's being ripped off here.
I mean, it's probably $35 in today's money, but to get a haircut in New York for women, like probably over $100, this cost me like fucking $70 with tip. Or it's that, or go to the $15 barber and just get them to like shave your head down to the skin. So it's like there's no real middle. If I want, I can get a cheaper haircut by taking a $25 train ride to Long Island, or I can go to Manhattan and just take the hit.
Yeah, this I've just noticed that Eddie Murphy. There's another guy who's playing Eddie Murphy's Jewish part as well. Obviously, because they probably couldn't get the green screen on there because probably from budget reasons. I don't know, but it's still a good way of saving money, and you don't really notice it, do you? Because you focused on Eddie Murphy here, and even Semi's kind of cool with the fact that he's just chopped his lock off. He's like, yeah, you know what? You actually look cooler, mate. You look a lot better.
Yeah, I did look it up. They said by 88, the high-end salons are costing about $100 for a haircut. He said, but the average local barbershop and supercuts were charging $8 to $10 for a haircut. So, small tidbit, but
yeah, because I mean, if I get a crew cut at the haircuts today, it costs about £8, something like that. But these days, I just shave my hair now. I'm balding. I don't really need to worry about that. I can just shave it off myself. I'm saving money.
Yeah, but plus it's the whole joke of like, here's your haircut.
Yeah, that'd be $8. And I think the song that's playing in the nightclub was sung by Eddie Murphy, was it? I don't know.
I know he probably was. He sang a few songs. I'll say this: I cut my own hair through the '80s too. It didn't matter. Everyone looked like Edward Scissorhands anyway.
Pretty much.
Yeah, especially when you look at bands like Robert. Especially when you look at like Robert Smith as well, who had his hair just all frizzed up and everything. It's there.
But when I go for a haircut, I literally do just get a hair cut. They have to find it first because it seems to wander.
I'm thinking of Homer Simpson now when the fucking itchy and scratchy robots chop off the two hairs.
He's thinking of Homer Simpson.
Yeah,
I'm thinking of Elmer Fudd when he's getting his done.
Yeah, my hair. He chopped off my hair.
It's funny how he bought Inside Man. He bought a friggin' bottle of shampoo. He's been using the same bottle of shampoo for a decade.
At least 12 years. Yeah. As I said the other day, whenever I go into the shower and try and wash my hair in the shower, I have to run around the shower to get my hair wet. It's difficult to find these
really
days.
looking for your hair, just checking the drain for whatever reason. It's like magnetized to that. Any hair shed in my house finds its way to that drain. It like rides on the currents of the air.
And yeah, this is where we get the montage of all the crazy women, which is actually quite accurate to every single woman I have met in nightclubs. So,
which hasn't changed.
Yeah, he's like he's got this woman who's like a fucking devil worshipper, which is Christ, a lot more relevant now, especially with the so-called Epstein files that are coming out. It's then we get this really fucking this homely woman saying I can't find a man to satisfy me. Some man go hour and a half. He needs to do overtime to get me off.
I mean, that's he's doing shots. That's my spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No wonder black guys go for white women these days. Jesus.
I think this is a dude.
Yeah.
I'm not sure anymore.
Yeah, this one's like, I'm almost single. My husband's on death row.
Fucking great one-liner.
Yeah, one's not interested unless they drive a BMW, and then he's like, "This is the first time our husbands are separated on us."
That worked out in the credits. That twins or sisters in the credits.
Yeah, this is the first time we've been together since the doctor separated us. It's
wow.
I was showing back
all the writers from Disney's Book of Boba Fett basically on this date.
She pulled out a Gary Busey from fucking Lethal Weapon. Like,
It was Joan of Arc in a former life. Oh no.
You get the twin rappers as well. Seeing my name is something, and I like sex. All the DJs want to
Which
fill
again,
my breast because I'm the best.
But this joke could work because you have like TikTokers and stuff doing this shit.
Oh yeah, this is every woman that gets exploited in Hollywood as well, you know. And she's like doing that. She wants to start in videos, director videos, and they're just bored by it. But
I'm on Instagram. I'm like, oh yeah.
Was that the sister from Fresh Prince though?
No, you're thinking of
Looks a little like Jasmine Guy, but it's not. So I was like, is it Hillary or whatever from Fresh Prince?
No, you're thinking of I forgot. I don't.
Yeah, I think she was still a bit young back then as well, wasn't she? I don't know.
She would have been too young for that.
Yeah.
You might be right.
Obviously, but then we get this really, and this is a good way to end the montage. Just having that senior hole.
Eddie Murphy's acting right now.
So I senior hole. It's just.
I don't know. He kept a straight face the whole fucking scene. You know, Arsenio Hall. He's even captions like the goes to deep voice. I'm looking at you all night.
Yeah, he's dressed as a woman. He's playing a woman, and yet he has to make his voice even more fucking deeper. And somehow it works. It just makes it funnier.
Yeah, it's like,
but they must have been pissing themselves laughing at most of these scenes. Jesus Christ, I don't know how they got through this movie without laughing their asses off and ruining every take because these are just so funny. These are so good. But yeah, they're in despair because they're starting to wonder if they'll ever find a nice woman. And then they come across the barber again. And he's like, listen, if you're after a nice woman, you can't go to a bar. You go to a nice place like a library. But, oh, wait, there's a Black awareness thing coming on there. You know, there'll be plenty of lovely women there. So,
yeah. And again, it's like because this is it's a Black awareness, gathering, but they don't make it political because nowadays you could see this would be political. They'd find some way to make this a message in the film. It just happens to be they're just going to a Black gathering in the 80s.
Yeah,
it's not some kind of
the movie's not ashamed of itself.
Yeah, but you got some hot Black women here as well, so it kind of makes it a bit more appealing. So, and then you got Arsenio Hall, this fucking crazy horny creatures like when I look at them. I know there's a Lord. I feel good every time I look at these beauties. Oh, yeah.
He does that voice very well.
I used to do it for laughs anyway, but it hurts your voice when you do it for too long. It really does. I love the Lord. But I love how Akeem is he's really getting into it as well. He's buying into the enthusiasm. He's feeding off it. And everyone's like yelling with the preacher. And he's like, I'm very happy to be here. And Arsenio Hall's just wondering what the hell he's doing here.
We're going to make him job on him too.
I know. And look at that bit.
Like chamber music.
Loving it. Because he's seeing people who are alive as well and people who are actually free and, independent. They aren't so stuck in some kind of ways. The people with a variety of people with different thoughts. And yeah.
I can say too, I've been to a couple Black funerals and Black people in churches. They do act like this. Like you're in a Black funeral. Like, you know what? I don't feel bad. Someone died. Like actually you get up and start dancing and everyone's clapping like, hey, someone's dead, but there's so much energy and like love in that room. Like they make funerals fun. I hate to say it. Like if you want to have a fun funeral time, go to a Black funeral. It's a great time. it's really good food too.
Yeah.
They are.
Well, I do like fried chicken and waffles. So yeah, Nick. Probably
delicious. There's plenty of watermelon.
Yeah, we're not afraid to be a little casually racist sometimes. We do it for laughs. We don't do it out of malice.
We're being pretty good compared to last week. Trust me.
Yeah, we need to go even more offensive, don't we? Okay, look at these dirty Nigerians here. Why don't I get a grab? They deserve to be beaten by the policeman.
People that annoy you.
Yeah. And this is where we get Eddie Murphy as this sexual chocolate singer. And I love how this guy's good. It's like, you must be out of your mind.
Yeah.
So he starts doing this really terrible cover of Whitney Houston's Because the Greatest Love is Happening to Me. And
first he sings it, then he sings a certain part, then he talks it. It's fucking hilarious. He's like,
I believe the children are the future. It's so beautiful here. Teach them loving, teach them willing. It's so beautiful to have you people here. Yeah. So So he's real cheesy. He's a proper cheese ball. He's got the soul glow hair. He's like 1970s suits with the frilly collar, the frilly shirts underneath.
You see the whole crowd just like dead silent, like.
Yeah, they're wondering what the fuck are we watching. It's like we've got a cut price. What's his name? Oh, fucking the guy who sings Mary Jane. Rick James. That's it. It's like a cut price Rick James.
Yeah, he's like some kind of weird never was who's like unaware of his own level of fame. He's like, thank you. It's an honor to be here. And like, this guy again. I love the crushed blue velvet. What do you call it? The powder blue tuxedo is the best.
Yeah, it's like proper 1970s as well, or probably early 80s. Yeah, this is where we meet John Amos as well, and this is Lisa's sister, and the part of this McDonald's sort of rip-off thing, which kind of comes in a couple of times as well, which I thought was very funny.
I saw this freaking location.
He's mentioned before. Tell us about it, man.
All right, maybe there's two of them. This is now a long time ago. Like 1988 was a really long time ago. I work for a hip hop record producer, and my job was to be the guard on the truck. And I still was somehow too lazy to even do that job right. But as I'm fucking that up, and we're driving around, like we pass on Queens Boulevard, this McDonald's that like clearly like you can't really tell it's set dressed. It's like you're trying to figure out exactly what the hell is going on. It was like a high-end makeover of it was a McDonald's. It had been a McDonald's the day before. And we were like, our minds were so blown as we drove home going east back to Long Island that we didn't have a chance to go there. But like, tomorrow we're going to go to the McDonald's for sure. And like, it was there. We couldn't get to it. There's too much traffic. We sort of saw what was going on at the edge of it, and then we saw the movie filming permits, and we sort of put two and two together. So like 4 or 5 years later, when I finally saw this movie, I was just like, oh shit, so that's what that was.
Yeah, I must have been something as well. And when you finally saw it on screen, it's like, you must, God, if I was in that area and I saw what I was seeing, I didn't know, I'd be laughing my ass off at the cinema. I would.
It was like 36 months between setup and payoff, because you're like, what the actual hell? They're filming something here? Is it a TV show? Is it what? Is there a new like restaurant chain launching? What could it be? And then like a couple of years later on HBO, I see this and I'm like, oh my God, so that's what that was. So when it hits you.
Oh man, I wish I was there. I was born in '88 though, so I was still a baby. I don't even think I was born when this movie came out. Maybe a couple of months after. I don't know. I was born in October '88, so yeah, this movie probably came out sometime before. I don't know, but
I don't know if the snow was planned. They filmed that in the dead of winter, and it was just a winter as bad as this winter, but not as cold for as long. But it was dumping snow that whole winter, and you can tell every time they're on the streets, that is some pretty old, if you've seen the urban snow, that snow's seen a few better days. It's been around a little while, some of the snow we see in the streets.
Yeah, I mean, it's like when you get snow, you really get fucking snow. It's like every year you get more snow than we do, thankfully these days. Sorry New Yorkers, but I don't like fucking snow unless it's round about Christmas. But when it's snowing February and January, fuck off. I want someone to come straight away.
Yeah, we
sidewalks get rid of it right away. But yeah,
we still get fallout from Chernobyl, so that's our snow.
Yeah.
If that wasn't real snow, the set dressing and the work and the attention to detail to make it look like cruddy, disgusting, gross New York City snow was amazing, because it looked pretty real and pretty dirty.
I love snow because it's white and quiet.
But somehow he makes the snow in New York look so romantic as well, which we get to later. But this is where we meet Sherry Headley as Lisa, and she's obviously trying to do a speech as well for a charity to help donate to the kids, and he wants her to try and advertise the business, but she's like, yeah, there's a time and a place, and this is not the place. But he's a businessman anyway. He's got to keep his business going. It's understandable. And but the thing is, the old sexual chocolate used in the Whitney Houston song does kind of come into play with her speech here as well, because it is about the black children as well. And apparently it's to raise funds so they have a park to a building. So yeah, we need to rebuild Lincoln Park, which I kind of disagree, because Chester Bennington pretty much made Lincoln Park. Oh wait, sorry, Lincoln Park, not Lincoln Park. Sorry, but moving on. But this is where Akeem has actually seen her, and he's smitten by her already. She's very classy. She's very beautiful. She's not crazy. She seems to have a mind of her own, and she looks very drunk in this shot. Don't know why screenshots always catch people drunk for some reason. But yeah, we also see Daryl in the audience as well, and he's obviously visually as well. He's doing a signal to her that indicates he's her boyfriend. And while they're putting the money for the collections, he fucking passes the tray around.
See his face like, put his shit in there.
Yeah, Akeem done it. A big fucking load though.
Well, it's why he just gives him he hands him a clip of fucking money to him. It's like they're so spoiled to him. It's like $5. He doesn't notice it. It's like, here, just take it, and it's so throwaway to him because they're so fucking filthy rich.
I know. So yeah, because he does this a couple of times as well. He just throws a load of money away without thinking of the impacts that he's making. And but this is where he finds out, obviously, because the fucking preacher decides to advertise the business anyway for McDowell, since his daughter was. Yeah, and he's seen an opportunity to get close to her. He knows where she works. So, yeah, he's going to take a job at McDowell's, And this is where we're introduced to the McDowell experience. It's like he's getting trouble from journalists as well who are trying to catch his story and try and exploit him. He's also got stuff like the Big Mick instead of the Big Mac. And it's like, I don't know I think it's probably a good way to avoid a lawsuit, but it still looks like he's edging on that risk a little bit. Yeah, there goes, and there's Maurice, played by a black guy, played by playing a white guy, It's a dude.
I can see the makeup job. You fooling me?
Yeah. Louis Anderson really did well. I almost thought this was Damon Wayans for a second, though. A really young Damon Wayans, because he almost looks like him.
Look, they all don't look the fucking same. Come on.
Really? I thought they all did. But
Jesus, a little bit harder up there. God.
It's in America we have black people. This ain't the UK. I understand. What? You've always seen that.
No, they're still new to you. They're still new to you.
Should not be Fallout. McDee's being litigious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love the whole thing where it just shows like how out of touch she is, because he can't even fucking push a mop. Like things we take for granted, but yeah, when your whole life is just privilege, he's actually never held a mop in his entire life.
I know. Yeah, I always wonder, does he? Because I would have thought he would have seen how a mop was being used by his servants, and he's trying to play it a little bit more dumber as well to make him seem a little more humble, maybe. But maybe he is very naive and he has no idea how to handle a mop. But it is still funny. I mean, the fact that he does it with this dumb smile of his as well, it just makes it makes it a bit more charming.
I don't use sesame seeds on my buns.
Yeah,
breaking down like you have the McArches, I have the arches, and
I have the golden arch. There's nothing the same at all. I don't understand. No, it's a coincidence. I love his cognitive dissonance from it. Can I just say, John Amos, I don't know if it was the writing or the direction, but these people are very much on point for Queens. He's very much on point for the Queens self-made millionaire who ends up moving to the same exact part of Jamaica that not just the same zip code, not just the same part of Queens, but the same exact subdivision that Trump is from. He moves to Jamaica Estates, where every wealthy person, when you make it in Queens, goes. He moves to Jamaica Estates. So surrounded by Jamaica, which is horrible, which is next to Hollis, another place where you go. If you only make it to middle class, you move to Hollis. If you make it big, you move to Jamaica Estates, where Trump is from.
Yeah, I like John Amos's character. He's kind of a little bit of a dick, like Jaffe as well, because he is almost very similar. He's kind of like a little bit controlling on who his daughter is marrying as well. Like he wants his daughter to marry a certain kind of guy, while King Jaffe wants Akeem to marry a certain type of woman. So
yeah, but I mean, he's definitely of the nouveau riche, isn't he?
Yeah, there is a good contrast to each other as well. They're very similar at the same time, but also very different. But once again, they are portrayed as terrible guys. You kind of get why John Amos's character is like that, and it is very understandable. It really is, and I love how he's just trying. And this is where he makes his first. Has his first interaction with Cherie as well. She's very unsure about him, but she seems very intrigued by him as well, by this very odd guy who's also very charming and very endearing. He's like, I've been placed in charge of garbage. If you need anything picking up, you call me. When you figure garbage, you figure Hakeem. I love that, man. But then he obviously he doesn't want to, push his luck with her as well. He wants to take it very slow and play it cool as well. So he gets back to his job, and there's always there's that hint that she has been charmed by him a tiny bit, but she hasn't realized it yet. And once again, the Soul Glow comes back.
And pour one out for Radio Shack. They're all gone now. There it is. Pour one out.
I think they're slowly trying to come back, aren't they? Something happened a couple years ago. They bought somebody bought it from Accuracy.
We could use some brick and mortar locations, but look at those cars. Only the Trans Am has any aerodynamics. They're all very boxy, very Detroit, coming out of the getting pounded by the Japanese car industry, just warring for relevance. And there you see it on Queens Boulevard, looking very much what it is. And it's by the Queens Mall. This isn't Jackson Heights.
Of course, everyone knows the 80s American cars. You could hit a tree and knock a tree over. Now it's like I said, I hit a squirrel, my fucking bumper falls off.
Yeah, modern cars look like electric shavers.
Stop being a menace to the squirrel population there.
Little fucker. He flipped me off too afterwards. I didn't even kill the squirrel either. That pissed me off. Hit the squirrel. He bounced, looked at me, he's just like this. I'm like, wait, what? And I drive a truck. God damn.
He's probably dead by now. How long ago is this?
I lost track of it. I've hit so many animals.
Yeah. So this is where we meet.
Flipping that.
Look at of course, the 80s glasses too. Those are sunglasses for men.
Yeah, that's his name. Where is it? Daryl. Where are you? Yeah. Daryl. Fuck's sake.
Those shits can block out the sun, all right?
Yeah. There we go. Enrique LaSalle, if I'm pronouncing his name right. Playing the asshole competition boyfriend that we always get in these rom-coms. Yeah. But, let me get back on the top. Do apologize.
He's not a total heel, though. This character's not a total heel. He's a little rich. He's a little soft. He's a little entitled. But
he's a fucking he is proper. He does have some kind of charm. You see later, but he's really full of himself. Everything. He's basically Hakeem if he loved being pampered and did think of himself as royalty. Well, did think of himself higher above everyone else.
He's from America. Hakeem's from Africa, so it shows that Africa's better than America, and we get it.
Yeah, plus he is, like I said, he's a contrast to Hakeem. Hakeem is much wealthier, but he's very humble. He's wealthy because of his dad, and he's totally up his own ass.
So basically, comes down to blacks are better in Africa than America. I get it. We're trying to tell something. There's subtext here, okay?
Yeah, look at those fucking baggy 80s sweaters he's wearing. Everything, man. He's got.
They're great. Those clothes are great. But by the way, did anyone else feel this one? But one of the things that kind of I noticed about John Amos's performance is because they based Uncle Philip on him, it has a whole different hit to it now. Like he's basically Uncle Philip from the French Prince.
Oh fuck, you son of a bitch. Uncle Phil's a judge though, so.
Uncle Philip is a judge, but he also has the self-made man thing, and his wife didn't die. But they basically lifted the avuncular sort of because he is looking to advance himself. He loves money, but there's also a limit. Like when people start shit talking his daughter, he's like, maybe I punch you in the face. He's very authentic.
Yeah, because obviously you see these two have got a good relationship as well. He's friends with his dad as well as also very wealthy, and he's also got these tickets to take Lisa, but he's got extras for a sister as well in case she wants to take a date. And
Blue Collar can verify this. He's actually what he's doing is he's laying the seeds of doom for not just John Amos, but for all of John Amos's descendants by giving him tickets to the New York Jets.
Yeah.
It's going to get worse and worse and worse.
I was smart. At least I wore a Bills jacket in high school because at least they went to Super Bowl a couple of times and he had Jim Kelly and Bruce Smith. But Jets, I wouldn't wear a Jets jersey in high school because I get my ass kicked.
I wore my
As you
Sam
should.
Darnold Jet jersey during the Super Bowl, saying like, "I'm vindicated. It's them, not me. I'm not the idiot. I'm not the idiot." Sort of like the ventriloquist and the mannequin, like, "You're the dummy. No, you're the dummy."
And this fucking asshole though, but look at this asshole. He takes credit for all the big contribution that Hakeem donated. And didn't do fuck all. So you already know this guy's a dick. You hate this guy. You want to slap him. You really
Either
do.
that or he thinks the 20 he threw in is all the money in the world, right?
Yeah.
It's clueless.
No, I think he passed the tray around. I was watching it earlier, and
Did we
it
see
looked
him
like he didn't do
pass?
that fuck all.
A couple of people passed. One of the barbers was like, "Fuck that."
Yeah. Yeah, it's understandable though. They're humble, small businessmen. They act wealthy. I know, and he fucking throws his milkshake at him as well.
Yeah, hold this.
Yeah.
Although Randy's family did throw the whole festival, so maybe he felt like he was good.
Yeah.
Again, he's a redeemable rival. He's not despicable. This movie doesn't go to a despicable level. I kind of like the most people are mostly nice most of the time theme of this movie. Despite the snark and the sarcasm, it's not like other Eddie Murphy movies where like it's a collision of horrible people, but still funny.
Yeah, I mean, I want to see a remake where he's like drowning puppies and shit, or like whenever strangling cats.
He is a little bit more tolerable than Bradley Cooper in The Wedding Crashers, who I thought was way too obnoxious. And I like The Wedding Crashers, but because you do see Daryl still has a little bit of charm to him later on, and it's in the scene before Samuel Jackson comes in.
But dude, the Bradley Cooper scene when they put the eye drops in his drink, they got him. No.
This is where he comes in, and I think he's asking to have his hair done like Saul Glow, because you remember seeing the advert, but and he's seen the fact that she's with this Saul Glow guy, but he's like, hey, why do you want to mess up your hair like that for? It's like, did Martin Luther King have his haircut? No, you don't need to do that. What you need to do is get him with the father.
Then the more bullshit starts. I'm sorry, Dr. Martin Luther King. He bumped into me. What? I said Martin Luther King, and like he's so full of shit.
Yeah, I know, he really is.
It's like,
you always hear that old guy saying, "Hey, I met this guy one time. He came out of here. He said this stuff right here, and you bullshit, fucking bullshit."
Yeah.
And I love how the white Jewish guy calls him Kunta Kinte, and none of the black guys get pissed off. I know it's
but John Amos is Kunta Kinte.
I know.
It's perfect. He's in the movie.
I mean, I say Kunta, but it sounds like Teag is saying something different.
Yeah. I was almost when I was making
it's okay.
When I was making it up, I was almost considering saying it in that way.
I'm like a KO. He's more like a KU. Like, all right.
Vaju Kinte.
Yeah, so he does his feeble attempt to get in with the dad because men bond by talking about sports, and he just describes it in this weird way by kicking the pigskin along the big H. And
it was a ball made of pigskin.
And what football game was he watching where the uprights still looked like that in 1988 in blue collar, right? Like we had switched the Y-shaped ones by then.
The Giants of New York versus the Packers of Green Bay.
Yeah. Yeah, and it goes wrong as well. Because like, do you want to stay in this job? You stay off the drugs.
Yeah.
Like,
an honest, authentic reaction in Queens context as well.
How a foreigner would say that. Like people would say Green Bay Packers. They would say like the Packers of Green Bay and the Giants of New York because foreign people would have it like so literal, and it's just a funny way he says it. So.
Doesn't sound like what is it, Zaruba or whatever it is. It doesn't seem like they came from an English-speaking tradition. It's like they never had a colonial language, or they spoke French and now they speak English. There's something going on with all their accents.
Yeah, this does lead me to a question on this. Is like they come from an African country, yet you don't see one scene where they're speaking African whatsoever in this movie. But
that wasn't in the budget.
Wakanda and English sound exactly the same. They're from Wakanda. That's what it is.
But you kind of buy it anyway, because I think if they did actually take that logic, they probably put the audience off by having 10 or 20 minutes of the movie being subtitles. But I don't know, maybe maybe it's a different audience then, because we've had people who can tolerate, the long, ongoing scenes of people speaking German in Inglourious Bastards, don't we? So, and the fact that a lot of people are getting more into like Asian cinema and Asian TV as well, without the dubbed versions. It shows how different our audience is today.
For a movie about war with a conflict sequence, though, what could you do that's better than German, right? It's like has this rhythmic aggression that just sort of pulls you right in. And, it's great.
I know. But I love how Maurice is describing Daryl like he can get any girl he wants. And he's like, well, and Akeem assumes he works real hard for him. He's like, listen, does the Prince of Soglo work hard? He lives off his father. He does whatever he wants, which is exactly kind of what Akeem is doing, and Akeem is trying to avoid doing in order to pull Lisa. But it does give him the idea to buy the earrings as well. So, once again, it shows just how different Daryl is to Akeem. They're both kind of the flip side of the same coin.
I want that painting.
And then you get Lisa's sister just dancing around, and it shows just how different she is to Lisa. She's like sort of the girl who likes to live it hard a little bit and have a good time, be a bit wild. And Lisa's a bit more conservative, isn't she? She's a bit more, she likes to sit around and be a bit more relaxed. She doesn't like going out partying or anything like that. And this is where they get the earrings as well. And it says from an admirer, not Daryl. And she thinks Lisa is playing around, and she's like, listen, not everybody thinks like you. And he's like, yes, they do. They just don't admit it. And I love Sammy. Do you realize I've not had sex since we got to America? It's like, Christ, man. He does not want to be there. He really doesn't. I love how Akeem just throws a bit of fucking sassy way as well, like saying, I haven't had sex since I came to America. I need a manicure.
Also, tell her you sent her those $500,000 earrings. Like, wait, what? These numbers like 500,000. It's just casual. It's just a casual gift. $500,000 earrings. It's no big deal.
Can be cool.
I love the outfits, by the way. That hat. I would eat at this place every day, no matter what kind of food they served. I don't give a shit. Seafood I hate, but if this was what they were wearing, I'd learn to like it. Just give me the fries.
And I mean, even Eddie Murphy's kind of pulling off that dorky outfit as well. But this is where obviously he's made an impression on her from his little interaction. It's the garbage line, it sways the women every time. So she thinks we've got spare tickets. How about you take my sister out? And so he thinks, okay, this could be my chance to sort of get in there with Lisa. It's obviously he has to sit next to Daryl and away from her, so he's not very happy about it. So, but it's his best opportunity, and he's not going to waste it. And then we get one of the great lines as well, where he's like, in the face. He's like, yes, in the face. Very naive, very fish out of water. And this is where it does sort of turn into the wide-eyed, innocent guy who doesn't really know what's going on. But this is where we realize just how obnoxious Daryl is as well, because out of nowhere, he's just insulting him and condescending to him everything.
We should see Nile Rodgers somewhere in here in the crowd if we have a wider shot.
Yeah, let's have a look. Zoom in a bit. It keeps zooming out for some reason every time I go back.
John Landis broke his own rule, though. He's going in on tight shots here for his comedy.
Yeah. But it seems very appropriate because they're in a crowd, aren't they? So
a wide shot would need like 10,000 extras to sell the arena behind him.
See if we can find Niles Rodgers. Where's Niles Rodgers?
You haven't seen him. He's pretty flamboyant looking at this point, and he had pretty long black dreadlocks, right? So
I know, he's the one. He's the one with the bass guitar,
doesn't he? Whoa, saw him out a bit.
He's a multi-instrumentalist. I think he is most identified with guitar, though. Yeah.
And
he did a great remix of Blondie, one of the definitive remixes of Atomic.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah, great guitarist, man. But yeah, he just fucking downright insults him. And what the fuck is your problem, mate? He hasn't done anything to you. Settle down, man. Yeah.
I love that he cheers halftime. It's the most ignorant move of all fucking time. Who hasn't done something this dumb? But yeah, like at the worst moment too. It's like, you know, the quietest moment of the whole thing.
Yeah. Hey, get those bloody Jews in the shower, will you? Saw the gas room. Yeah.
Oh my god.
So yeah, he's just waiting for the bathroom, and I keep forgetting this actor's name. He's in Die Hard 2. He's in Daredevil.
His last name is Hall. I think it's it could be Arsenio's brother. There's something very familiar about him. I looked really like hard at him, and then I went on IMDb. His last name is like something hyphenated Hall.
Yeah, Von Curtis Hall. That's him.
There you go.
Good actor, man. And I think this might be one of his earlier performances before he started getting bigger parts. I don't know. But yeah, he's a local from Zamunda as well, and he's obviously in America, you know, trying to make a new life. But he remembers Akeem as well, and he starts worshipping him, and he's really trying to stop him from doing it because it's going to blow his cover. But the guy can't help it; he really can't.
And he's rocking those acid wash jeans, right? When was the last time you saw those? God.
I am seeing women wear them as well. Very, very baggy stonewash denim with leather jackets now in Hull. Yeah, the skinny jeans are over now. Whoops.
It was a wonderful reprieve from the baggy jeans. Well, as a man, I like them on women.
Yeah, very comfy, aren't they?
I don't care.
Yeah. But it does add more intrigue to Lisa as well. She's seeing the first hint that Akeem has kind of this appeal to people, but she still hasn't figured out what it is. And yeah, this line is great as well. Like, who is this guy? Some guy I met in the restroom. Very George Michael like. Very George Michael like.
I'm glad you said it. I had that joke teed up and ready to go.
But yeah, this is where we see why Lisa does like Daryl. Yeah, this is a nice scene that shows, yeah, despite the fact he's an asshole, he can still be very charming. He's like, listen, I can give you anything you want. You're my woman. You don't have to work. Yeah, I can take care of you. And I like the fact that when he asks her what she wants, she says, nothing. I don't need anything. But at least he can get her with some coffee. And she asks Akeem to sit down and take a break so she can apologize for Daryl. And even Akeem doesn't seem too petty about it. He's not totally pissed off. He even kind of defends Daryl, saying, yeah, but he cannot help it because, fuck it, I've got better things to do than allow cheap insults to get to me. And yet she is fascinated by him. Why is he taking so much pride in just mopping the floor? Then he quotes, I think, Nietzsche as well. What is it? In order to learn to fly, one must first learn to stand. And that kind of impresses her as well because she's a very well-read lady. She likes all these philosophies and all these great minds that have written all these great works. And the fact that he has a very common interest as well does kind of push her towards him a little bit, you know. And this is where Samuel L. Jackson just fucking comes in. And obviously this was like just before he started making a name for himself in the 90s. He was just having small parts, you know, as and he does make an impression in that very small scene. He's only there for a couple of minutes, but man, he is memorable as fuck.
You can see that he's just jealous of Anakin's power and that he wants Queen Amidala for himself. Clearly, you know, a man with at odds with himself. But yeah, like scene stealing. And if I'm not incorrect, based on the interviews I read with him, like I think on LSD for this shoot.
Yeah, because he did have a drug addiction when he was younger, but I don't know if he was clean by then.
I don't think he was totally clean yet.
I remember years ago, like when I used to like Howard Stern, Sam Jackson told Howard he actually he put a hole in his nose because he was doing so much fucking coke that he actually fucking eroded the cartilage in his nose. And
it will do that. It will do that. I mean, there's
he was doing a lot of fucking coke in the 90s.
There's a soap star in England called Diana Westbrook. She was a very, very gorgeous woman, and she's really fucked up her looks from all the cocaine she did from I mean, she had like one nostril now. She had like
it's amazing nose. Absolutely. She actually lives literally just up the road from me.
Does she?
Yeah, walking distance. Yeah.
Man.
I just saw what Samantha Fox looks like these days. I'm afraid of everyone from the 80s except me.
Yeah, last time I saw Samantha Fox, she looked pretty good for her age. I don't know, mate, but it has been a while though. But I will say this though,
mobility.
I will say this: last time I saw Cherie Headley was in Coming to America, the sequel, and she still looked fantastic. She had not aged a fucking day since this movie. And but this is where we get the payoff from that great setup as well. And I love how Semi looks at Akeem and they already know what the other is thinking. They've done this. You can really tell. I mean, I love the look they give him. It's like, are you thinking what I'm thinking, Semi? Yes, I am. Let's take this fucker down.
Yeah.
You ready?
The Senate will decide your fate.
Yeah. I mean, nowhere to say. Just that look. They're already strategizing how to take this guy down. And it's real cool as well. It's like, I warn you, I will be forced to thrash you. And it's like, fuck you. So he just knocks the gun out of his hand, just fucking trips him up. And then Arsenio Hall grabs the gun, cocks it. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, he knows how to work a shotgun, this guy. Then again, he's probably done some hunting, so it's possible. And so Samuel Jackson pulls out the switchblade, is like, freeze, you diseased rhinoceros pism.
They've been in New York weeks. They're familiar with how to clean, fire, and use all firearms by now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, man. But it's one of my favorite fucking movie insults. It's just so good. It's not just your typical sweary insult. It's this really weird description of a rhinoceros's anatomy.
Yeah, that previous picture, she seen Eddie Murphy with that bow staff. She got fucking sewed, just like the whole ground was just flooded. Like, man.
And I just love that it's basically a fight with Vader's other Padawan. Like, cooler than Ahsoka, we have Akeem, Vader's other Padawan.
Yeah.
He at least wins.
Yeah, but it gets in the good books of John Amos as well as McDowell, and he starts to see, you know what? There's something about these guys. They saved my business, and you know what? I'm gonna give them the privilege. I'm gonna, be a bit nice to these guys. They've got something,
I'm gonna give them the privilege of working for me yet again.
Yeah.
Gee, thanks.
Yeah, so he has them working in the house, but it's like they're moving up, isn't it? Like, and he isn't being an asshole as well. He sees like these people have potential.
Instead of writing them in as guests, I'm gonna have you guys work for me for overtime. Like, didn't we just work the full shift and save the story? Yeah, but work again for base pay.
He's paying them. He is paying them, and he does encourage them as well. Like in a good couple of decades, you could get a place like this too. He's encouraging them to actually make it, even though they already have.
American dream.
Yeah, and I do love how Akeem reacts. Is like, yes, that will be the day. You can tell he's like, God, if only you knew. But it does get us to know McDowell a little bit more as well. Yeah. You see, he is a good guy. You know, he's come from fuck all. He's worked his ass off, and he has made it. And obviously, he's still grieving the loss of his wife. You know, and probably regretful that she wasn't around to see him make it, and because he probably would have had a really good, happy life in his house with her. So he does, and he makes him endearing as well.
He should get the woman that Eddie Murphy passes on to marry his daughter to make everything right.
Yes,
I think
yes.
John Amos's character. McDowell, he's been through so much. What's his name? Cleo? What a weird name. So Cleo, like, he's been through hell, right? McDonald's is riding his ass. He's like managed to scrape a profit out in New York City. Crime is out of control. Mace Windu is menacing him nonstop. The Jedi are trying to make off with his profits.
Tell you.
And then again, I kind of get that this guy isn't really after any other women. He's like, I was married. I don't want another woman now. She was the only woman for me. No one will ever compare. That's what I'm guessing anyway from it.
That's one thing Luke, like Teague said earlier, like about the American dream, because you look at his house when pausing it from the outside. He does live in a decent house, but again, it's not like it's a fucking mansion. The guy's not driving.
No, it's not. He's
not driving 5 cars.
Yeah, it's nice and it's humble as well.
Yeah,
I
think
it's Michael Keaton's house from Spider-Man No Way Home, the exterior shot. I honestly think it's the same house. It's in the same kind of neighborhood. It looks a lot like it because he's supposed to also be like in New York City. They're supposed to be in Queens, and both of these houses would presumably be in Jamaica Estates. So
Yeah.
if you have a location there that you could use, I realize we're 40 years apart here, but like the people from the movie will just come back one day and knock on your door and be like, can we just put a camera in front of your house for like $25,000? You won't say no, even if you're rich already. Trust me on that one. I've
that's the vibe I've got. It's like he's got this place McDowell's, but I've seen we're New York State. Like there's Saratoga, New York, that Saratoga Raceway. I've seen houses go for like millions and millions of dollars that are way bigger, more expensive. This seems like just a very good higher end class house, but the guy's not like a he's not like a billionaire from this shit. He's just living a good life, not extravagant.
Living in Trump's childhood neighborhood where Fred Trump lived. So like you're on your way, you're doing well, but yeah, you're not living on Fifth Avenue yet. You're not in Manhattanite. You're living in like the best part of Queens, and at least it's gated off from the rest of Jamaica, where it's absolutely wild crack town. Like you have some security inside Jamaica Estates.
Yeah. So apparently the house was located at 555 South Muirfield Road, if I'm pronouncing that correct, in the Hancock Park neighborhood of Los Angeles. So I don't know.
All right.
Right. So
okay.
It looks very authentic to Queens. It really does. I mean, we build the same kind of houses all over the place, but it was just about the right size. Everything, like the lawn was the right size. It looked like perfect for that neighborhood. And it's just a gated community inside of Jamaica.
Yeah. I like this fucking picture as well. It's like it's like they redid this classic and put a burger on it and turned the woman black. I don't know why I've just noticed it now, but yeah, it's kind of funny.
It's his wife, right? Would that maybe be the wife?
Yeah. No, it's like so this is originally a white woman, and there's no burger there or anything. It's but yeah, they're at the party as well. Everyone's just enjoying themselves. They're keeping the glasses full as much as they can. And horny preachers like, I love the Lord. I love the Lord.
He is so well done. When Eddie Murphy and Arsenio put on the prosthetics, when they go super unrecognizable and they're pulling out voices that aren't ones we've heard before, sometimes it's a little hard to be like, is it Eddie or is it Arsenio doing the preaching?
Yeah.
Like it took me a minute.
They're just playing these different people, and they give them these different rhythms of speaking, everything. And okay, so I like how Darryl is a little bit nicer to him as well, and he obviously makes the excuse saying, "Well, I could have helped, but I had a coffee in my hand." I'm like, do you fucking puss it out, man? And the thing is, he looks like he probably could take that guy down. He looks like he is kind of physically imposing. But
throw the coffee in his eyes at least.
Yeah, I know. But now he's sort of like talking like his dad as well. He's almost trying to convince Akeem that American. The way his dad is trying to convince him to be a bit more dominant towards women is like, some women may not admit it, but they all want a man to tell them what to do.
He's always right some of the time. He also
he's kind of not wrong. He's not wrong. He's kind of pissed.
We also get from McDowell that Samuel L. Jackson had robbed that place 5 times. If they're not going to hire a guard, I'm not going to get myself killed because McDowell's too cheap and decided getting robbed is cheaper than hiring a guard.
I know like you said 5 times. 5 times. I mean,
this month he's coming in every 5-6 days. Great place. I mean, that rings true, but great place to get lunch.
Yeah. I got the fucking family as well. They've all got the Soul Glow haircuts. Even the old grandma. I just love it. But yeah, this is where Daryl makes the announcement that he's to engage Lisa, and without her fucking knowledge. And it's like, damn, no, you fucked up, mate. You fucked up.
And I don't know if her dad knows she doesn't know. Does he just tell her, like, hey, listen, we made a decision? He's like, oh, great.
I know he doesn't think, because he likes Daryl so much. He's rich. He can be able to take care of Lisa. She's not going to struggle with him. He's just so enamored with the fact that Daryl can take care of her. He doesn't think that Lisa is about Lisa's well-being here as well. And yet, look at that face. I mean, Jesus Christ, she wants to fucking slit his throat here, man. She does. Yeah, I love how Semi just takes another few gulps as well. It's like, oh shit, this is gonna really devastate Akeem. And I see, and even worse, she's got horny fucking preachers saying, I'm gonna pray for you. Like when going on lines, then the Samson and Delilah, when she cut their head to take a straight vow, you need to pray to the Lord. Yeah.
What's sad is that's your best American accent.
Well. We used to film location. The Castle in Highlander was in Monty Python. Oh shit, man! You know I must tell that to Toxic when we do Highlander one day because that film is fucking banging and it's nearly and I think it's going to be 40 years old soon. The 40th anniversary should be coming soon for that. So yeah, thanks for that. That time I'm up for rookie numbers. Just saying. And yeah, she gives him shit for it. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Telling my dad about me and making plans without my knowledge. And yeah, he's trying to lay the charm on it, but she's not having it. And Akeem just sort of like reassures her as well. And she wants him. And right now, she's already built a trust with this guy. She sees he's not just another arsehole who's trying to get into her knickers or tell her what to do. He's actually being a friendly voice to her. So yeah, and so yeah, he tells him a little bit about his country as well, without actually telling about him being a prince. He talks about the father arranging many marriages, and she actually sees him as a very comforting presence. So yeah, he's got to. But before they have chance, he's got to go back. But she does decide to take him on the offer of going out with him, despite the fact that the sister likes him. So the next day they wake up, Senior Hall is really not happy about going to work. He's had enough now. He's pissed off. He's wet. He's living like a peasant, everything. So he's like, well, you want to live better, then pick this place up, but you are going to work.
Yeah, he started this shit, man. I'm tired of being a fucking peasant. I'm about to be like rich.
No, it's like,
yeah.
Tell me, can you blame him, really?
Yeah, well, actually, that's Portuguese. No, it's us. It's New Australia. So... yeah, Morris has been promoted to the lettuce cleaning now.
I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Big moves.
Pretty soon, assistant manager, and that's where the big bucks come in.
Yeah. That's how it usually goes, though.
Yeah, so this is where they go on the date, and he's like, how about I take you to my apartment and I cook for you, and I'll try not to reveal I'm a prince just yet. What? Oh, nothing.
And every day I have women washing my balls for me.
Yeah. So he gets, they've got all the ingredients and everything for him to cook for her, but then he sees that fucking Semi has taken his advice at hand and actually picks the place up.
Place like a fucking mansion now. Look at that.
The look on his face when he opens the door, like, oh, God.
Drinking champagne. Fucking legend.
It does turn into a bit of a fast there as well, doesn't he? So he has to keep her out whilst making excuses, that kind of thing. And obviously he knows that he's gone too far now. He cannot bring her back. So he has to think of something quickly. So he takes the money away just so he doesn't cause any more problems and blow his cover. Look, he's got a fucking lightsaber there, I think. Is it?
Looks like it, yeah.
It's neon art. It's, you know, of the time we'll see in Miami Vice soon.
Yeah, Miami Vice, we'll be talking about each episode every Sunday. A little shameless plug-in. Thank you, Admiral Teag, there.
Hey, we saw Cuba Gooding Jr., guys. It's a little teaser. That character is going to go down a terrible criminal path. We'll see him in a couple of years.
Yeah. So yeah, he's obviously doing. I think we got big rats in there, terrible, and I like how she sort of like kind of knows he's up to something, but he's still trying to save him the embarrassment. Like, I just think you're so ashamed of the place that you do. You think I'm gonna be really snooty towards you if I go in there, but you know what? To save you the embarrassment, let's go out. And he's like, "Yes, we'll go out."
No,
yes.
Again, the small thing, Luke. So I'm pausing where Eddie Murphy's putting the money into the McDowell's bag, and he grabs like his clip there, the golden clip. But he's got a stack. It's like this fucking big of like hundreds. It's like just walk around anytime, like 20, 30 grand in your pocket, no problem. Like just casually, like.
And the thing is, Eddie Murphy does seem to. he's actually carrying off the poorer clothes as well. It's very humble. It's very comfortable looking. He doesn't look too trampy. He looks just okay. And this is where he donates the money to the fucking Dukes from
Wait a sec,
from
man.
trading places.
I recognize these guys.
I don't like this
Don
joke.
Amici and Ralph Bellamy. Yay!
Oh,
I really don't like this joke. I don't like it at all.
Wait, what?
Oh,
You
yeah.
know,
Yeah,
I
don't
thought
like
it
it.
was hilarious. I loved it, but I guess you have to
No.
love the characters.
I thought it was just a cool cameo. That's all.
I know, because he has kind of give them the means to fucking ruin more people again, hasn't he?
It's funny when they do that. They ruined a douchebag. He was a better person after Dan Aykroyd went through all that. But this is Rainy Park down by the river. This is where the Steinway Piano Factory is.
But John Landis didn't want to put this in, did he? He was forced to put this in by Ned Tannen.
Oh, but it's still a good little nod. It's still a good little nod to a funny movie. But
He's
yeah,
just counting money.
it's
Randolph.
not French. It's Dutch Irish. My father was from Wales, so.
You know what? Bringing back older actors was just in its infancy. This was kind of a novel thing that these guys who had big careers in the 50s and early 60s would be in another movie. So, hats off to them for putting him in despite objections. I thought it was funny, but I get why people might have a problem with it.
It's like the Mortimer. We're back.
I know, it's like shit, man. You did something really good, and it's going to cause more consequences.
I want that movie. I love something, but they're mean. It's hilarious.
Yeah, it's a shame they're both dead now, but fucking hell, God rest their souls, man. God rest their souls.
Yeah, what a way to put it. Oh, they're dead now.
Thank God they're dead, because they'd be 130 years old and it would be incredibly difficult to keep them alive.
I do the next scene where he tells him, it's like, thank you, let's have lunch. It's just such a cute, a cute Easter egg.
Yeah. And I like the fact he is basically not lying to her, but at the same time, he's still sort of keeping it very vague. It's like, why is he here to find something special? And once again, he does these quotes as well. He's showing her that, he's being very intellectual with her. She's loving it. She's like in the mystery about this guy. He's like, how the hell is this weird sort of naive guy just so fascinating? And I love how she says, and this is where the Duke show up saying, let's talk business. And this is the second time she's seen how random strangers just seem to be really happy to see Akeem. And it's turning her on a little bit, though. It's appealing to her. It's like he's got this charisma, and women love the charisma. And this is where she says, I bet women fall at your feet where you come from. And he's like, if only you fucking knew. He's like, she's kind of catching on to who he is, but she still thinks he's this poor guy.
If you knew what I went through in the bathtub every morning, you'd understand why I'm always so well adjusted and had the patience to read Nietzsche.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, so he's using the whole story of the goat herding as well, because and it's kind of like a little metaphor to the servants. It's like, well, they do all the work, so it gives me more time to read. So he's kind of bending the truth a little bit, but yeah, it's giving enough exposition to let us know how he has become so wise and so well read without spelling it out too much. And I like
none of my servants read. None of my servants read at all.
You can't read, otherwise they start thinking for themselves.
Yeah, that's right. I don't allow it.
Yeah, and make
Those
sure
poor uneducated serfs.
Yeah, just make sure you have no slaves that wear glasses, because if they wear glasses, that means they can read. So and they're very smart.
Yeah, or they could burn the ropes if they hold it. If there's a sunny day, you can burn through the ropes with them. So. No, I try not to.
Paul Pot knew about those people with glasses. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, what's that joke? I forgot who said the joke. Is like, well, if those slaves really were smart, why didn't they take the glasses off when Pol Pot's came around? It's
So did you say Paul Potts or Pol Pot? Because Paul Potts is not Paul Potts.
Britain's Got Talent. Yeah, he had slaves.
Paul Pot loved pulled pork, but that's a totally different matter.
Yeah, but I mean that's an unfortunate name for a singer, isn't it? Paul Potts.
Yeah.
And for goodness
Great
sake.
name for a restaurant, though. Paul Potts pulled pork.
Yeah. Pol Pot. Yeah, Pol Pot is the name, and he was an opera singer, and he was also a opera singer on Britain's Got Talent who owned slaves, and people loved him for some reason. But
yeah.
But,
I mean, Indiana Jones's girlfriend Allison Doody overcame the bad last name. It can be done.
Yeah, name was Doody,
yeah.
but the woman is I can't even think of her fuck that. I'm moving on. So yeah, obviously she wants to make him not feel uncomfortable about being poor, and she says this very unconsciously as well, saying, "If I wanted to be with a wealthy guy, I'd be with Dowell." Then she just looks up and realizes what she just said, and she just looks into his eyes, and she wants him. And they have this little dance with this song, really romantic song playing, and which is also a setup for a very funny payoff later on, and. Yeah, we get a nice little romantic line between us. Like, what about my sister? It's like, I don't care about your sister. Like, what about Daryl? I do not want Daryl either. Yeah, so they've got some good chemistry. I mean, rewatching this again, I was like, yeah, I want to see these two get together. I know they're kind of cute. Then we're back to Semi just trying to sell a telegram to get more money off Jaffe, only to be greeted with this fucking sarcastic clerk. She's just reading this thinking, is this guy for real? Is he having a laugh here? And he's like, do you think that's not enough? It's like, well, why not make it 1 million? It's like, you don't think it's too much? And he doesn't get the sarcasm of this woman, but did Semi not fucking lock the door? Because Patrice has just walked in here unannounced, uninvited, and she's going all over the place. Anyone?
Probably never occurred to him.
Mm-hmm.
Never occurred to him to lock the door.
The whole neighborhood's wearing his clothes. You know, he hasn't learned any lessons in the less than 40 days he's been here. But I do love that he had to go to a certain point of contact. Like this movie, like every Stephen King story, it would have to have major revisions to be done now because he would just grab a fucking cell phone. Like, what would the scene be? He'd be at like a place buying the burner phone and go outside and we'd see him send a text message and you get to laugh to yourself. There'd be no one there. The world has changed so much. He had to go to a physical point of contact to send a verifiable message to the king.
Yeah. I know, and it wouldn't be half as funny because you wouldn't have the very sarcastic clerk. And once again, that does feel like a very John Landis kind of scene as well.
Yeah.
We get it in Yellowstone when the chick tries to buy the burner phone. It's like, you want to buy a burner? She's like, fuck you. I want to buy a dumb phone. It's like, okay, whatever you want to call it. And she's like, I'm going to leave this money here and just take it. And she throws like $500 at him and leaves.
Yeah, this scene cracks me up. Like, he's just, he's so in love. He's just so, he's got butterflies in his stomach, everything. And he's just annoying the whole fucking streets. He just never shuts up. It's like the more he goes on, the more people just get more angry and hostile and foul-mouthed. It just cracks me up.
He's getting to the point where he's going to get his ass kicked if he didn't go inside right about that. You can't tell me no one on that street's Italian. All right, I've had enough of your fucking shit.
I know.
What's the matter with you?
The more aggressive the people shout, the funnier it gets. I was dying laughing at this scene. I really was. But yeah, so obviously he's caught Patrice with Semi, and obviously Semi is. God bless Semi. He's covering Akeem's arse. He's pretending he's the prince and Akeem is the servant, which is kind of a good way. He gets to defend Akeem here, stay loyal to him, while at the same time kind of insulting him a bit as well by having him be the servant. And kind of, once again, great chemistry between these two. I mean, they really do establish this relationship between them very well.
But the whole I'm the servant, he's the master, he's the servant, I'm the master. That's a little nod to Comedy of Errors, but I think isn't his main goal is he's just going to tap into Patrice no matter what he has to say.
Right.
Yeah,
He's heard about the hand party at the garden. He wants a part of that.
yeah. Once again, John Amos is trying to get Lisa to get back to Daryl, but she's just not having any of it. And yeah, this is I think it's a very important moment as well to let you know that John Amos does care about his daughter. As you know, he just doesn't want her to struggle like him and his wife did when he was younger. You know, he wants her to be taken care of. He wants to see her have a good life, a life that his wife will never get to see. So, yeah, it does give you a little bit of empathy towards his character and understand why he is the way he is.
Yeah. So he wants it to marry into money.
Yes, because
he is so superficial.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's been corrupted.
I love that they've decorated the apartment with only garbage from the dime store. It's like the Empire State Building light up, embarrassing lamp, and other stuff.
Yeah, you know.
It's like the blew $100 at the dime store.
I know, and I love how we see the landlord as well. They want to try and see if we can get them to move into an even poorer apartment. And he's like, okay, you move into my apartment, I'll stay here. So it's like, yeah.
Just hands him the key. He's like, just go, take it. You'll like it. It's real trashy.
I know. It's a real shithole, and he just goes up to these fucking kids saying, "I have a date with Lisa. Isn't that wonderful?" And they're wondering, "What the fuck's this guy? What's up with him?"
This was very human. I loved that moment.
Yeah, it is. It's just the blank faces on the kids as well, just wondering what the hell is happening. Just cracks me up. And yeah, apparently Jaffe must have got the telegram really quickly because he's there right now. I was like, wouldn't that take him? I don't know how far Zamunda is from Queens, but wouldn't that have taken a good long while? I don't know. Maybe.
But he left the moment he got the telegram, I guess. Maybe he's 8 hours away. Just like strode right onto the royal plane, right? Like he didn't have to book anything. He just called the UN and said, "I'm coming."
I reckon it's probably just off Broadway.
Yeah, Christ.
That's it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know how long it would take for the telegram to reach for him to actually be on that plane straight away. I know he probably would have had a Zamunda jet plane that would have taken him there quicker than the usual planes because, you know. But
I assume a week went by, though. It feels like we're in Queens for most of this winter, right? It's we get most of the 40 days to get in here.
Yeah. Oh, wait, is that the same limo driver from Trading Places? Because he looks very similar. He's got the sort of mustache and everything there, but look at fucking James L. Jones when he pops out in that fucking with that lion's head on his overcoat. He looks cool, man. I think has he put diamonds in the lion's eye? I don't know.
Why wouldn't you?
No, it's like.
Is this when he says, "Tear this ship apart and bring me the prisoners? I want them alive"?
Yeah, yeah. No, good point, Nix, as well. Yeah, it does treat these characters with respect. It never takes them. It never really turns them into downright despicable people. Maybe Daryl is a little bit despicable at times, but he's just a jerk. That's it. Yeah. He's just a guy who's an asshole. He's not really evil. He's just a selfish asshole.
Still, we got the rose petal ladies for the king. Put all the rose petals on the commoner's ground.
Yeah. And it's like that day couldn't get any fucking weird. They've already had these two African guys come in, and now we got this James L. Jones, kingly dude walking in everything. It's like
it's like a figure from a long time ago, like from some faraway galaxy. Does not relate to them at all.
Yeah. So, he tells them that they live in one of the apartments upstairs. And I don't think they actually tell him the room number. Not that I recall, even when I was watching this again. But, yeah, he finds the landlord in there. And
yeah.
And I love his outburst as well when he sees Akeem's Employee of the Month picture. It's like,
after they leave, he's like, "Hey, who's going to clean up all these flowers?"
Yeah. Let's clean up all these motherfucking flowers. It does lead to a moment later on when Akeem knows that his father is in town. So yeah, Sugar from Banshee tells him that he moved upstairs into the apartment 1A. I just love Arsenio Hall's reaction here. It's like Christ, man. I only sent you a telegram there. Even he's surprised that he's made it this quickly here.
I only just got back here myself. What the hell?
I know. It's like
a forced joke.
But yeah, King Jaffrey is really pissed off. What has happened to Akeem? Where is he? Why is he working? And
he's also insulted too because he has the McDowell's thing. What's this? He's like, employee of the month. He's like, my son works.
I know.
Insulted.
Why feels insulted
feel that way?
Yeah, really.
I know. He cannot comprehend the fact that his son is actually serving people and not, ruling over everyone or asserting his status. But yeah, he's like, your job was to look after Akeem, and you failed, and now I'm going to punish you by having you bathed thoroughly. And this,
also, confine yourself to our suite at the Waldorf Astoria.
Also, James Earl Jones is a big fucking dude. Just fucking lifts Arsenio Hall up like, dude.
I know, man. I know.
Well, they were definitely playing to Star Wars. They're absolutely playing to Star Wars with the choking and the riding him up the wall like he does in the beginning of A New Hope. They were definitely having some fun with that.
Yeah.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Like, it's such a punishment. I want you to bathe him thoroughly. She's like, mm-hmm. Poor bastard. He's been punished.
Wakanda had 100 years of advancement in telegram and traveling. Yeah, so it's because they're from Zamunda, which is somewhere in Wakanda. Probably just across the river from Black Panther. They probably got a really
just
good
outside the wall.
They was there within 5 minutes. Thank you for that. That's filled that plot hole up. Thank you, Nix.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he's taken out to this museum, and we've already spotted the mask from Zamunda, so we know there's a chance he could get exposed here. And but he's obviously letting her know. He's telling her about his hometown and everything, and he even does this little double entendre. I mean, over there, they would treat you like a queen.
Yep. He sees his own picture, like, oh shit.
Yeah, I know, and he's got to get her out of there as well, and making it feel.
Yeah.
And I think she's thinking that he wants sex, and she wants it too, because later on he says, we need to take our time, take things slow. And she's like, I don't want to take it slow. I was like, you horny bitch, Lisa. I like it.
Man.
The movie takes place in New York. I mean, it's an accurate film.
He said, you horny bitch, like with such enthusiasm. Like, man.
Enjoying this a little too much up there.
A little bit more horny and bratty as the movie starts to near its end.
I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, she actually gets a couple of laughs near the end of this movie. I mean, and we'll get to that soon because obviously Maurice comes in saying there's some people here to see you, and he's like, they're not from McDonald's, Ali. It's like, I don't think so. It's like, okay, look at how they're fucking dressed. Like, and tell me, you're kind of wondering if they're from McDonald's or not.
I guess the line with diamonds in his eyes didn't give it away.
Yeah, no. Yeah, the African accents, the line with the diamonds in his eyes. Yeah, that's definitely McDonald's. These are the guys that built that place. Before Michael Keaton rips them off, of course. So yeah, you horny bitch. That's what bitch.
I swear, man. Those fuckers got telepathy. Ever since that deer, there was like gatherings of deer staring at me like.
Yeah, and I love the look on his face when he finds out that Akeem is a prince, and he's like, and he's the soul here to Zamunda. Is like, I always knew there was something special about that boy. Yeah, well, you lying bastard. Okay, you liked him a little bit when he saved your burger joint, but yeah, it does. But obviously now, Akeem's should be Felisa now because he's got a kingdom. He's the sole heir to that kingdom. He can really provide for Lisa and look after her more than Daryl ever could. Daryl can go fuck himself now.
Exactly.
Yeah,
he's trading up.
Yeah, so he gives him the name. Number as well to ring him if he sees Akeem, and obviously he's going to try and get Akeem to his place as well. And And he does sort of see that maybe, oh my God, if I could convince him to accept Lisa, we'd be okay. We'd be doing really well. And yeah, the rose petals pay off.
Did you notice the Big Mick was only $3.19, like for the whole meal?
Yeah, look, the Chicken Club
crazy.
$4.23. Yeah.
Cannot beat the prices
because is that expensive or not? Because it's American money in the 80s, and we're British. We don't give a shit about dollars unless it gets converted into pounds. So
it's funny how he pays him
$300,000 in today's money.
He gives him $100 fucking bill, but it's in freaking Zamunda money. It looks like Canadian money.
Fucking crazy, man.
Soon to be American money.
Yep.
Yeah. But obviously he knows that Jaff, his dad, has been there as well. So
all these roses, where they come from?
Yeah, I know. Akeem, I've gone to the Waldorf Astoria Hotel, Semi. So now he knows where he has to. He has to get to Semi to find out what's happening. So he tries to get.
Luke, I'll put down. P.S. There was hot chicks freaking bathing my balls right now.
I know.
Do non-Americans still have any idea what the Waldorf Astoria is?
Yeah. Oh, so it's not there anymore.
It's kind of there, but the thing is, it's lost a lot of acclaim because it's owned by the Chinese now. So, like, for instance, the president of the United States stopped staying there when I think George W. Bush was president. It's like, I think I'll just stay in a hotel that won't be bugged, thanks. But it is beautiful inside. I was inside like once or twice, but I don't know if people know what it is. And it's still there. It's by the Helmsley building. When they drive up the street and you see the street ends with that gigantic building, that's the Helmsley building, which is another famous New York real estate person.
All right. So yeah, God, there's so much history in this movie as well, isn't it? Because they do kind of serve like time capsules, don't they? When you see these real locations, how they've changed since then.
The house looks authentic to the area, so it doesn't bother you at all. It looks like an upgrade on what Archie Bunker had. A huge upgrade, but it's in the same universe.
Oh, Archie. So, so he's informed Jaffe that Akeem and Lisa.
What was that?
Yeah, that's my
But he confirms he's in Jamaica Estates, which means you could walk like 2 blocks and be in the worst neighborhood in all of New York at this point. But your neighborhood was like a somewhat gated community with security that was real nice and almost like bucolic inside of a big city. It was a real contradiction in terms of Jamaica Estates. It's still there.
Yeah. Okay, this might be the less funny section as well. It goes a little bit farcical, but it's still it's not the worst anyway. He's got Daryl to come here as well. He's convinced him to come around and charm Lisa again, but because he's found out that Akeem is a prince, he's like, yeah, Daryl can fuck right off, and it's like the girl doesn't like you anymore. It's like, but you said I could come around, and just slams the door in his face, and he does it twice as well. And as soon as it gets to the third time, he orders the dog to go after him.
There'll be a happy ending, literally, for him. We know he's going to meet Patrice.
He kind of gets with Patrice, doesn't he? And it's like, yeah, you know what? Those two are actually perfect for each other. They are a little bit more selfish and a bit more wilder. Yeah.
Are they in the sequel, or is that missed opportunity out there?
I don't think I remember seeing them both in the sequel. It's been a long time since I've seen it, and to be honest, I'm really not keen on revisiting it. It just ruins this first movie. Obviously, he knows he must leave as well so he can get to Semi and find out what is happening because his dad's here now, and she's really suspicious as well. And she does get a really funny moment here when why are you being so nice to Akeem? And it's like, I like the boy. You two will make a good couple. And she's real stern, going, Daddy. It's like, oh, he's a great guy. He'll look after you. And she's like, Daddy, you make a good couple. Then she starts stamping her feet and starts whining, Daddy, like a brat. And he finally caves. And so it took her being a childish brat for him to fucking cave, which, she's got some good comic timing in this scene. But then he tells her that Akeem is a prince.
And it was a great performance by both.
Yeah, great performance. And look, no fucking words are said whatsoever. I mean, she's just been with this really humble guy who's kind of happy about who he is. You know, he's not worried about anything materialistic or care about being wealthy. He's just interested in life, and he is wealthy. And Akeem has pretty much lied to her in a way. He's being mostly honest, but at the same time, he has lied to her about who he is.
For honorable reasons, he practiced deception. It's kind of, there's a few layers there, but you're technically correct, which is the best kind of correct.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously not a mean-spirited lie, though. It's like, but she does feel a little bit betrayed because she thought she was with a guy who was just okay being honest with her, and he is a lot different to what he's claimed to be. Well, only a little bit anyway. So yeah, he gets out to the hotel.
To the chat, I would say I think Nick's has it. They did license out part of the Waldorf Astoria name to like smaller hotels.
Yeah, it seems to be the thing, isn't it? Just buying something and then just splitting amongst other multiple like stockholders, and so yeah, he finds out Jaffe is going back to McDowell's apartment, so now he has to go back there. Yeah, obviously he wants to have a word with Lisa. He finds out about Lisa and Akeem, and obviously he's kissing up to him as well because he wants to get in their good books. And yeah, fucking Jaffe, man, he's even though he's very likable and played really well by James L. Jones, he is a fucking asshole in here. You kind of want to slap him for what he says to her. He's like, we've already chosen his bride. He's here to sow his royal oats. So he could never be interested in someone like you. And Jesus Christ, man. You asshole.
It just never occurred to him that his son could want anything else.
I know.
It just never crossed his mind.
I know. And it's really exacerbated her betrayal a little bit as well, because she was very shocked by finding out he was a prince. But this has just made her very mistrustful of him more. And it's a total misunderstanding as well. He's nothing like what his father is saying. He actually does love her. And even I can't pronounce her fucking name. O-L-L. Akeem's mom. I'll just say Akeem's mom.
Aeolian.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, even McDowell has trouble pronouncing it as well.
It's Amidala.
Yeah.
Aeolian. Alien.
Yeah, Angela Bassett Amidala. Yeah, so.
Hello.
But I like how he stops kissing his ass once he realizes what he said to Lisa as well. Like, yeah, fucking good on you, man. He's willing to risk losing being part of this wealthy kingdom for his daughter, and it is kind of redeemable as well for his character. And yeah, obviously Patrice is she kind of reveals more that Semi's been saying he's the prince and Akeem is the servant, and then she's like, how come she always gets the good ones? And I love Semi's face as well, that this lie is kind of bitting him in the ass again. But I do like how Queen Angela Bassett Amidala has actually been really considerate towards Lisa as well when she sees that she's upset. So it kind of shows just how, yes, she's a very maternal woman. She's very independent thinking, despite the fact she's got this king who she's supposed to be obedient to. And she even stands up to him as well. And he kind of never thinks, I hate you now, I want to divorce you. He kind of like, he seems way too shocked to be angry at her.
That's all right. He's going to wait till they get home and have her.
Oh yeah. Just I will get the royal baton.
He turns to McDowell and goes, "You've turned her against me."
Yeah.
I hate you.
Yeah, no.
Oh no.
Yeah, but then that he actually does care for her. He's not seeing her as just someone to get laid before he settles down. And yeah, she tells him to go get her. And typical rom-com, he has to get to her before she goes off to someplace, the cliche, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, as much as I love James L. Jones, I did like it when she says, put a sock in it, Jaffe. He's in love.
Yeah, he'll take a little bit of guff from his wife over the what's best for his son, because he's like, well, I've been a good father. I've sometimes gotten within 30 feet of him. His mother knows him better. She's gotten within 10 feet.
Yeah.
I'll take her word for it. She's the one who dealt with the au pairs. I'll just let her make this call.
Yeah, exactly. So obviously these two get together as well, because even though it's implied that they get together.
The good thing is that he does give his wife the choice to have her own firing squad when she gets back. So
yeah,
I think off screen he just force chokes her a little bit and throws her across the room, and was told later that apparently in your rage he killed her.
No, I felt it.
By the way, I love doing this. This is how I stay in shape.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it just hops over the fucking.
F you, Mayor Mamdami, and the unjumpable turnstile. You have destroyed the character of New York and what makes it fun to live here. That running jump across the turnstile.
Yeah.
As you take a sip of your coffee with your bag under your arm. It's like I've taken that sip in mid-flight many times. Fuck you for taking that pleasure away from me, Commissar Mamdami. Dick.
Yeah.
By the way, they use a subway token. Those were phased out about 2 years after this movie and replaced by the Metro card, which was phased out last week. Now you wave a card or your phone over a sensor.
Yeah, we do that with a tube. We do that with a tube now.
Track our asses now.
Yeah,
we
I haven't been.
I've
seen TikToks Teag about that. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, we gotta let the government know.
Burner subway card.
Yeah, we've got to let the government know we're keeping obedience by using our phones to get through to get on the next tube. So
yeah, and it's not like they can track us with them either, is it?
They can track your subway card, and they've solved a few crimes that way. I'm not against it. You shouldn't be doing things that you shouldn't be doing. And if you're going to do it, I mean, have the decency to jump the turnstile and ride on the roof of the train like every good criminal. I mean, this is New York. Up your game.
Yeah. But I do agree with Andy here as well. Yeah, it is a rubbish fucking shop. And 30 Rock did a good job of taking the piss out of it, where she's chasing to get Jason Sudeikis in, and she's like, I want to get Jason Sudeikis because I'm going to the plane, and she's like, that's such a cliche. It's like, you're a cliche. But it does lead to this nice little moment here as well, where they do have this little exchange, and he is trying to convince her to come back with him, and he's not out to just use her as a lay before he settles down. No, he does genuinely love her, and he likes the fact that she loves him for who he is, but at the same time, she is still skeptical. He's still lied to her,
I miss the days the subway was this clean and had this kind of.
Look at all everything. Everyone looks like they're about to fucking mug. He's in the fucking subway wearing this really lovely overcoat, this lovely suit. He's got the T-bar on his collar. Everything is. He should have dressed a little bit more. He should have dressed down a little bit more here, because
he's not ostentatious. He wouldn't stand out on that train. That's the thing. Prince Nassim, I see three guys dressed like this every time I take this particular train. That's supposed to be the E train. They're leaving Jamaica Estates. We see her go down into the E train station at 179th, and he gets out at Sutphin Station. They're just in the heart of Queens, just going all through the areas that are made famous from the birth of hip hop. He is not a standout on the train. That's the thing that he realizes here that he can be himself in this particular context. In New York, everybody's the same, and to a degree, no one gives a shit. And you'll see five guys like this every morning. You just will. There's 8 million people here.
What's also subtext that he's telling her is you cared about me when I was just a simple goat herder. I don't want to, why don't you care about me for me, not because I was a fucking royal prince and I'm worth trillions of dollars.
Yeah. It's like, well, I don't know who you are. It's like, I am the man you fell in love with. And yeah, it's like, okay, do you want me to re-announce my throne? I will do it. And I like how she says, no, I can't do that for you. Not for me. Okay, this is your life, and I don't want to take that away from you.
Yeah.
It's very Cinderella the way they handle his love story with her, but it's Cinderella from the point of view of the prince, and her life's not so terrible. You know what I mean? Yeah. But that's the angle they're taking. He's a good and benevolent prince, and I love this woman. She's like, oh, come on, take a chance on it. Unsaid is, you can always get divorced later, haven't you heard?
Yeah, take him for half.
He's gonna get taken by the best of them. Scary Spice is gonna get a lot of his money.
Yeah.
It's true.
It's true.
Yeah, Lisa takes half of Akeem's money. I turn over to see Akeem in the
great sex,
magazine. Yeah, I keep thinking of that joke where he talks about the guy was his half of his money. It's like, I turned over, I see the guy. He looks upset. I'm like, whoa, what's wrong with Johnny? I turn over, I see his wife looking happy. And it turns out she took half his money. I turn back to Johnny. Sad face.
Yeah, but she took 100% of his problems. I'll give up half my money for that again if I had to.
But yeah, it's looking like she's saying no. She's rejecting him. And, oh, come on, this is really heartbreaking.
There she is.
Yeah, you get this real cute lady saying,
I'll marry you.
I'll marry you.
Because she's broke.
And isn't this a little Cinderella here, right? Like it's in reverse, like the bibbity bobbity boo. Like this is the humble version of like the coach that's going to take her to the ball and make everything all right. And we'll see a beautiful version of it later, but I think it's foreshadowing, you know?
Yeah. But I like how he gives her the earrings as well. You know, it's like, yeah, I'm not marrying you. Fuck off. But I will give you this. So I just give you something.
Take $500,000. She bought a house on Long Island and fucking like moved her whole family out there with the money for those earrings were worth. $500,000 in 1988. She was doing all right, man. That's like $400 billion in today's money.
Christ, man.
It's a lot.
Hyperinflation.
Let me look it up. So
I've done that too with the Bureau of Labor Statistics, like money buying money power thing. It goes back to like 1900. It's shocking.
Mm-hmm.
In 1970 to 1972, the value of the dollar changed so radically, and we got something more recognizable as today's dollars.
Yeah, well, it's the government fucking around with people's money, innit? Printing money, lending money from other countries. You know, stuff that could be all avoided and wasting it on shit that doesn't even benefit the people. It's
we lost the war.
I looked up an inflation calculator, so 500,000 then would be about 1.4 million today. So sharp.
I wasn't off by much.
So yeah,
money.
Yeah, so it's looking like he's going to go back to the wife who's obedient, the wife who he knows he can never fully love. But at least they learn to make French fries. And yeah, God bless Sammy. He's trying to at least be, you know, raise his spirits up a little bit here, despite him feeling shit. You get that good score as well. And he's obviously, he does mean well for his son, but he's just a guy just so stuck in his ways. It's all he knows. He doesn't know how to be anything else. And this is the only way he can show some kind of affection to his son. And once again, he's got this whole tradition as well. As like, who am I to change it? But she does
nice to see him on the executor.
Yeah. But she does sort of like tell him, kind of call him out on his bullshit. Listen, you're the king. You can do whatever you like. You can change that tradition. And no words are ever said. And she's got this face on that look on her as well, which was very fun.
Also, later on, we hear that those words in Aladdin from Jasmine to her dad.
Yeah. It's way worse than official figures if you compare different metrics like house or automobile. Yeah. Official ones, you got to look for the more independent things because they're the ones that are bought by these corporations like BlackRock or whatever.
Yeah, it's not totally accurate, but it's of some value. You can see like maybe the curve of like in 1966, like $5 was enough for like a night out for two people to go drinking. And in 1976, it was like that was now like a $40 experience. It happened quick. I think losing Vietnam had something to do with it.
Maybe
if you're throwing a lot of fucking money at stuff and printing it, it's going to devalue the dollar. Same thing for the British pound.
Well, because we thought we were going to win.
When we used to go out for a night out in the 80s, myself and a lot of my mates, all we'd need is a tenner. That's all we'd need, just 10 quid.
Damn.
Because beer was below 40 pence a pint. So so we'd get absolutely
it's like
wasted
50,
on
60 quid to go out. It's scandalous. I barely go out on Saturdays anymore. I don't care. I prefer staying on a Saturday. You know, if I ever do go out for a few drinks, it's with the lads. Sometimes down the pub. Rarely don't go out to the nightclubs anymore. Maybe once or twice a year, depending if I can afford it. You know, it's.
I mean, here you're talking about a tenner a pint. You know, so you go into central
know.
London.
Yeah. It's $10 a pint
I
here.
think it's about 4 in Hull, but at the same time, you know, with it just depends how prices go, how much you're getting paid at your job, or how much money you're getting from the government. It depends anyway. So
unless your team is winning the championship or playing for it, unless you're like making some kind of fucking crazy lifestyle flex, nobody can afford to go out and spend $100 catching a buzz anymore. I think the human race is about to die off. The intersectionals didn't have to do it. It was the inflation did it to us.
Well, it always does that. I mean, why do you think Germany was like a third world country until Hitler came along? It's because
back to booze.
It goes back to World War One, doesn't it? I mean,
that was really because they were stitched up at the Treaty of Versailles and made to pay the war reparations. Unfortunately.
Also, the so-called missing generation of the people who would have been fathered during 1914 to 18, and the subsequent people who weren't fathered by the people who weren't alive to father children. There was a donut hole in both countries' populations. Kind of pushed them towards war on the German side. He's like, if we don't go now, the graduating classes of the future, military academies will be pretty thin. There's not enough population.
I mean, I was gonna say I trust Gary's math. He said 1980s when Gary was he was in his early 50s. So,
you know what? In the 1980s in New York, a beer was like maybe $2 for okay beer. Now, like a Yingling, a pint of Yingling is like $10, and then you got to tip the guy. So to catch a buzz, $110, and it makes the ballpark where it's $18 seem like almost economical. It's like it's only like $4 more. It's like no more getting tanked at the Mets game. Like Queens was a lot more fucking fun when this movie was made. I want to say that. Like now it's like a flex to be able to be drunk the way these people are drinking and hanging out and partying in this movie.
That's why.
There's too many hotel dwellers on the fucking streets now. Women don't want to go out now because they're getting harassed. And we'll talk about it another time. It's kind of we're going on tangents here. I do apologize for that. I started the tangent. I'll end it. But because we're coming up to the end anyway, and it's looking like we're getting the obedient dog barking, hopping Brad, but then it's revealed to be the lovely Sherry Headley here as well. And it's like you get the happy ending, and it was
look at Dad. He's like, I'm rich.
Yeah, we're seeing John Amos there. We're seeing James L. Jones is smiling. He's like, you know what? I know maybe a bit of a tyrant here, but I'm still a loving dad, and I want to see you happy. And she obviously makes you happy. So
tell your sister she was right.
Yeah. I know they've not, and he's like, Your Highness, we have not come to that part yet. And he says it like 50 fucking times, and they just ignore him.
I want a special edition where for the final sequence it's Hayden Christensen nodding approvingly at the wedding.
Yeah. Yoda's there with Obi-Wan Kenobi, the fucking
Yoda, Ray. Let's have Ray there too.
Yeah.
And Holta.
And the Ewoks are there going, yup, we've got the yup. So we get that Niles Rogers funk score going on, and he's getting real comfortable with this lass, and who can blame him?
Another great Paul Abdul dance number, right? Because some choreography going on here and some fun stuff.
She choreographed. She instructed the dance moves to those waves.
The choreography.
Choreographed.
Using strategic.
So,
I mean, Luke, I took 2 steps forward. He took 2 steps back.
Sorry, I had a dance with it. I don't apologize.
I can't wait to see the comments when I post this on Reddit. Oh my god!
Oh my god!
But it is very humbling because it stops people putting you on a pedestal. So,
but we come together. What's opposites?
Rachel got that.
Call this the temporal causality loop.
Yep, I won the stream. That's what I drink for.
Oh
You caught that one, didn't you, Rachel? You caught that one.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You did, yeah.
We've got the highlights on this.
Brilliant.
Uh-huh.
You know what? I was worried about nearly getting Inside Man killed. Now I'm worried about accidentally killing Rebel Rosie from a heart attack.
If I die laughing, I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
Imagine if we could crack so many Darth Vader, James Earl Jones jokes that someone did pass out. That would be fake. Pulled it off before.
Jesus Christ, must have taken the last few scripts. But she's like, so you would have given this all up for me? It's like, well, I can do it right now. And Lisa's kind of indulging in the selfish, hedonistic kind of thing here right now. So she's like, nah, let's live like fucking kings and queens and just rule everyone. So Akeem's pretty much created a monster here, and it ends with So she turns into a female tyrant anyway, without being shown. Obviously, that's what I'm guessing happened at the end. You know, that should have been the sequel.
Wakanda.
Yeah, Lisa becomes the fucking ruler, and Prince Akeem has to kill her because she's become so tyrannical, and she's killing anyone who doesn't obey her.
Nah, as soon as she got a baby out of him, it was over. She could just get rid of him.
Yeah. But yeah, that's coming to America, and it's like I said, it's not as good as Trading Places, but it's a very good light-hearted movie. It's very feel good, and the actors do have good
Jamie
chemistry.
Lee Curtis, topless. So is that?
Yeah,
you got come on, not going to beat that. At least that year. I mean, I want to see more. And she was terrible in Star Trek. She was just fucking terrible in Star Trek.
Oh man, but anyway, it's. But honestly, I think this film should be like up there with the other rom-coms because it is a very romantic movie, and the cast are actually well written. The characters are well written. You know, you get why Lisa goes for Akeem. You get why Akeem goes for Lisa. You know, and the characters are, like I said, the characters are really memorable. Eddie Murphy just knocks it out the park playing his multiple characters. Same thing for Arsenio Hall, and they are both very funny and. And there is still enough of that dark John Landis humor in there to, really indulge the sick fucking you. But yeah, that's my final thoughts on that movie. Blue Collar Loser.
Oh, great film. Sorry. And Tubi, they actually have Coming to America too. So I was watching the first 5 minutes of it. And great scene. I don't think all the actors came back. But yeah, just a classic. I mean, it's a classic film. It's rags to riches. It's whatever. Aladdin. It's friggin' so many Prince and the Pauper. Yeah, and Eddie Murphy just what a veteran actor because showing that, as we mentioned, the prosthetics are fantastic. So just a great film. Always great to hang out on a Friday with a bunch of buddies drinking and don't take it too seriously. But we all miss comedies like this that don't get made anymore because I'm watching the first 5 minutes right now of part 2, and boy, some sequels just shouldn't get made.
Yeah, I know it was too late, and it's almost like they've forgotten what kind of a character Akeem was as well. And I didn't really care about his fucking son and. How they found out how he conceived his son was really unethical. It was really I was like, wait, what? Did he pretty much gets drug raped?
Yeah,
he gets drug raped with some random crazy woman who he who he ends up impregnating. I was like, what the hell have they done to Akeem there? That is disgusting. It really pissed me off when I saw that movie. It really did.
Did she milk his prostate? How the hell did she knock him out?
Yeah, apparently it's retcon that after the nightclub scenes, they take that fucking unfunny ugly woman from Ghostbusters 2016. She drugs him and then fucking starts riding him while he's drugged out of his mind. And he impregnates.
Which unfunny ugly woman? The white one? The white one? The black one?
Oh, which
Leslie Jones.
Leslie Jones, yeah.
Yeah, that's that. Yeah, I cannot believe
like my Wi-Fi router.
Yeah, I can't believe they went with that. I can't believe that. I was like, fuck this movie already.
Yeah, no,
I can believe it.
Yeah, they actually DH'd Eddie Murphy and the whole scene again. Like, it's just painful to watch.
It is.
I can't believe that's the way they took. I thought this was a great movie, though. You know what? Is it just me? Was this movie about how like money can't buy class? But then as we get through the middle of the movie, we find out like maybe class isn't exactly defined the way that like most people think it is. Like McDowell, like he's like salt of the earth, but then like he's a little money hungry. But when you talk shit about his daughter, like the hardworking guy who did what he did to give her a better life comes right out and he's like, maybe I punch you in the face, King Vader. F you. You're not just gonna waltz in here and talk that way to the counselor's daughter, with the ambassador's daughter.
Yeah, Christ. Yeah, it is funny when women do it. So yeah, I've just so on Road on Life Productions, I've just subscribed to you right now. So I'll try and check out your content, and if see if I can get in contact with you and on X Road on Life. Yeah, okay, I will try and message you and try to see if I can get you on the stream one day as well, man. Hope we have a good laugh. Yeah, because you've been a real good guest. So is everyone else on the panel. So yeah, Inside Man, final thoughts on Coming to America.
Some really good jokes in it, I think. Some lovely performances. As I said before, I loved Arsenio Hall. I really love Arsenio Hall. Love his character. James Earl Jones is always a winner. The thing is, I don't like this as much as I didn't like this before. So you haven't convinced me, I'm afraid. I understand. I do understand why you like it, why everybody likes it. I get it. I totally get it. But it just isn't for me. I don't like the romantic side.
No problem, man. No problem. Like, we can't win every time, and sometimes it's good to have an opposing opinion. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's why we discuss these movies. We have our pros and cons of every movie, even ones we agree or disagree with. That's the whole thing.
I think it's because I'm not really a fan of contrived romance stories, and I didn't find it particularly romantic. I didn't find McDowell's intervention when his daughter gets insulted. I didn't find that particularly endearing towards him, intervening that way. There was loads about it I just don't like. And I'm sorry to say this, there is one thing that I dislike the most. I don't like the character of Lisa. I just don't like her. I don't like her. But yeah, sorry.
All right, you're not coming on the streams anymore. No, it's not completely understandable. I mean, she is still a little bit generic, but I don't know. Maybe it's because we've had so many really unlikable female characters today. It's kind of made me like her a little bit more. I don't know. It's only been the last few years since I started watching this again.
Does Gary just hate comedies? I mean, I know he laughed during Schindler's List, but that's about it.
Yeah, I mean that was hilarious.
That's a fucking comedy.
Oh yeah, I mean
that is a banger of a comedy.
Crying his eyes out in tears, but come on, dude.
Yeah.
It was a gas, that movie.
Yeah, it really was, and so was Come and See. I mean, you have to watch that. I mean, that's absolutely hilarious.
That is free on YouTube. I think I need to watch it. But it's just
oh my god, have you not seen it?
Yeah, I'm trying to wake up the nerve to watch it because I don't know how hard I'm going to be laughing at that movie.
I'm telling you, I've got to be honest with you. You'll only ever watch it once, but it will never go away.
Yeah, so I'll be laughing for a long time watching it. Then I won't need to watch it again.
Yeah,
it will never leave you. I'm telling you.
I would recommend
a movie that will never leave you.
Do not pop Viagra and watch The Accused. Come on.
Yeah, so Rebel Rose, final thought on Coming to America.
God.
Well, I do enjoy it. I got to disagree with Gary one of these times, Yeah. I really do love this one.
Yeah,
but I can't see the point. I can't see the point of disliking Lisa, though.
The thing is, Rachel, I mean, I know you usually put me up on a pedal stool, but
how drunk are you, Rachel? Jesus. I got an excuse here. Come on.
Yeah.
But no, I yeah. Sorry, Rachel, for interrupting.
No, that's fine. But this was one that got played a lot. It was my grandmother's favorite movie. She was a big Eddie Murphy fan, and this was her favorite of all of his movies. So I have a soft spot for it. I love it and think it's a wonderful comedy. I'm not a big romance person generally, so I didn't quite like Lisa as much as everybody's supposed to. She doesn't seem as nice as we think she is because she does a quick turn there at the end. Once she gets the dream, she's like, yeah. It's like you did get what you really wanted.
Checks in the post, Rachel.
Yeah. It better not bounce.
It won't. It won't. I promise. I promise. Yeah, I'll get it straight out to you by one of my servants. They'll parachute it in for you.
Yeah, she's not Alabama from True Romance, who is like, when it comes to a love interest in fucking movies, Alabama is a unicorn. But but like I said, it's just because we've had so many really unlikable women. It's kind of like Lisa has kind of grown on me a bit more because of it. Maybe it's that. I don't know, but yeah, thanks for that, Rebel Rose and Admiral Teag. Final thoughts on Coming to America.
So this movie was a time capsule. It was really good to see a well-rendered version of a world that I had lived through and watched age out and go away. The subway tokens, the cars, the familiar scenes, Rainy Park, the view of New York City across Roosevelt Island, all those other beautiful things, the bridges in the background, the things. This had a love story to New York in it, as well as a good comedy. I agree with the criticism of Lisa, but I would say this was not really a movie about her or about her character needing to be anything more than just believable enough, because like I would say this movie had the perfect runtime, and if we had thrown out 5 minutes worth of jokes, which 5 jokes are you going to throw out for the 5 minutes to make her character have more depth? It was an impossible challenge, and with all the money they burned up with the great prosthetics and the great locations and all that stuff and all the talent that was in this movie, I mean, even the guy at the counter is like a fairly major comedian. It's not Paul Rubens, but Louis Anderson is not nobody. So with maybe a little more money put into this movie, they could have had a bigger star. I don't know, Jasmine Guy's around. Perhaps she could have pulled it off. But aside from that, nothing bad to say about it. Seems to me the movie's about that money can't buy class, but snobbery isn't class, and that class and money can kind of be, they can only coexist if you're authentic enough. And the King's not authentic, and McDowell is only just so authentic, and the Seam is sort of in the middle there, and the whole movie sort of like revolves around him. And at the end, we have like almost like, you know, sort of this high moralistic kind of edge to it that could be argued that like through like, you know, humbling themselves and seeing what it was like to be like regular people, they all were better at the end and completed themselves, because these characters inside of this comedy, they do arc. They do have an arc. James Earl Jones is a little too aloof. He learns that he has to have his face rubbed in what a snob he is. McDowell's a little too nouveau riche, and very quickly he has to make a turn and realize that class comes from maybe having pride in your family and being a good father. So it's a good movie.
So it's not just the McDowell arcs that are in there.
I love the golden arc of McDowell are a sign of quality. I'm going to order some right after the show. I'm going to head right over there and get some McDowell's. I'm going to bring my shotgun and see if Mace one-handed Mace Windu over there with his shotgun trying to rob the place again. I'll just, you know, throw the coffee in his eyes.
Yeah. But yeah, I do agree on the old philosophical thing as well, because it's like if you have everything handed to you, you will look for anything to make you feel alive. And of course, Akeem loves being in America. He loves being around in the debt because it's real. It's not superficial, or you know, it's not boring either. It's not dull. It's very lively, because it's like the Buddhists say, life is suffering. You find more meaning from you know, putting yourself through a struggle. But
the movie loves America. The movie loves America, warts and all. Like when McDowell tells him of the American dream, you work hard, you can have this too. Like he meant it. He didn't. And like Eddie Murphy, of course, is so much more wealthy, but he's just like, he sees the nobility in McDowell, you know, who like came from nothing. He's like, you know, used to have a shack. Now I got this. You can have it too.
It's very capitalistic as well. I like it. I mean, someone who's basically come from privilege and wealth, appreciating the hard work that people go through in life
and mentoring.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a really good. That's why I think that's why I like this movie even more. The more I watch it, I'm starting to see a little bit more layers in this script. And like I said, Trading Places is a much better movie. It's a lot more darker, a little bit meaner, but at the same time, there's still a heart to it as well. While this is a bit more lighter, but yeah, I think we're gonna. Yeah, I think we're
headed towards more a Rage in Harlem would be the next step in Eddie Murphy's mind in this. But yeah,
I mean, Trading Places is definitely a better movie, but this one, far too many blacks. No, it's just kidding. I'm just kidding. It's but I don't know. I just don't. I don't know. Maybe I'm not getting something.
Explain yourself, man.
Off screen, there was a green mentor to Prince Akeem who taught him the ways of being forceful.
Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about.
Later, explain to you, I will.
So now on to the promotions. Blue Collar Loser, anything you've got upcoming in the next week or so?
Actually, well, if you want to join us, Tuesday we're watching Westworld, the 1973 Westworld.
Yeah, I'm going to try and jump on that this time.
Yeah. Tonight I'm actually going to see. Did you guys know that Mila Jovovich has a new film out?
No.
Oh, it's not directed by her. Is it ex-husband now?
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I think they're still together, right?
They're still together.
I'm gonna see. Let me look up right now.
I think they're still together.
Are they? Oh, then it must be directed by him.
He's not bad outside Resident Evil. Maybe it's okay. He's the Event Horizon guy, isn't he?
He is. Yeah.
That was the only time that he was good at it, though.
Absolutely agree. Yeah, that was it. That was it. That was his. That was his Citizen Kane. Unfortunately.
Shall I direct you to the Three Musketeers?
So, if it was called Protector, where she has a daughter that's kidnapped by sex traffickers and she kills everybody, you know exactly what you're walking into.
I don't know.
I'm curious because it's Mila Jovovich in her 50s killing bad guys with guns. Like, I'm just curious. Like,
yeah, they seem to be doing that with these old women. Now, women always. I mean, she can sort of pass it a little bit because she's been doing action since she was young. Anyway, it's just when they start casting like old women who've never been action stars and suddenly they're action stars, taking on guys younger and twice their size, like fucking Viola Davis in G20, which is
she is insufferable,
so hilarious. I mean,
I could be wrong, but Mila Jovovich to me she's like the Jason Statham of women action stars. Like you know exactly what you're getting into with a Mila Jovovich film.
But much taller.
Yeah.
You're right about her.
Hey.
Yeah, Mila Jovovich.
We're not opposed to short people here.
Sorry, Rachel. Sorry.
I said we're not opposed to short people here. Stop that.
No, not.
Moist Critical is invited on right now. On behalf of Northern, I think we could invite Moist Critical. What does he have? 10 million followers. You're allowed to come on the show. He's short.
Yeah. So yeah, Inside Man, anything you want to promote?
There's a bloke that I do this thing with on Tuesdays. I can't remember his name now, but he's fucking shit. But we're doing Westworld. He's terrible. He's an awful human being. And he's got a couple of DUIs coming up, I think. We're doing Westworld. I'm really looking forward to it, actually.
Yeah, I like the original. Yeah, the original 1970s as well. It's fucking brilliant. I prefer it to the TV show, to be honest. I really don't.
Yeah.
Even the first series.
Well, season 1's good though.
Season 1 is good. Yeah, it is good.
I just thought it was over analytical while the movie just kind of got its point across without needing to do it. But that is my opinion.
Well, the film's an hour and a half. The first season of the TV show is 10 hours.
Yeah.
But I agree. I think that 90-minute movie, you've got everything there, everything that's in the TV show. But the first season is very, very good, I think.
Fucking Anthony Hopkins and Ed Harris are killing it in that first season.
Ed Harris and Anthony Hopkins.
Yes.
They are. But season 2, yeah, as soon as I got halfway through season 2, I was like,
only one season exists.
I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah.
I did the same halfway through season 2. I just dropped it like a hot spud. But they're doing another season, aren't they?
Are they?
They are indeed. Yeah.
They are. Yeah.
Rachel. So Rachel, what do you want to? What are you looking to promote anyway? Is there anything upcoming next week that you are doing?
Apparently watching a movie with some bald guy in it.
Yeah. With a bald guy on the panel, I believe. Possibly another.
Anyway.
This is a wig. It's in my hair.
Oh, that's what happened, is it? The wig slipped.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
How do you know?
You already told us.
We can,
Unless you were
Rachel,
lying.
it's some film with some bald guy. Yeah.
Yep.
Make sure you don't
Very
miss it.
specific.
But yeah, Admiral Teag, what do you want to? Is there anything you want to promote?
My name's Admiral Teag. I am pretty insane. I come on YouTube and I give my opinions on a variety of topics from New York City to pop culture, mostly pop culture and reviews. Every Saturday night at 9, we have the best Star Trek review. We basically go episode by episode through all of Star Trek. We're near the end of Enterprise. Last week, we had the writer of Enterprise in the chat. We made him make a couple of moves on X to verify it. It was pretty cool. It brought some like Star Trek convention energy to the chat. He's not the new Trek guy. He is the alternative. So we were talking to Michael Sussman, who they're talking to about doing the Star Trek United, which I urge everyone to tweet at Paramount Plus. Fans want Star Trek United. It's the Scott Bakula show. It's a sequel to Enterprise, and it's a way out of Kurtzman track coming in possibly in a year. It's being developed. They're not working on it or shooting it, and we're doing that. And every Thursday night we do Sci-Fi CSI, where we review new Trek. So next week is episode 10 of Starfleet Academy. The worst. So we want to see if we can break the record. We've done it every week since the beginning of this season, Strange New Worlds. It's been the worst episode of Star Trek since the last episode of Star Trek, and it stayed that way till the next episode of Star Trek. It's in free fall. We think that when this is all over, there's a shot that the rights might revert away from Kurtzman, and that's why they're stuck doing this. But listen to my weekday show for that, and thank you for having me on. And you can see me here doing Miami Vice, a great show where Cuba Gooding will show up again.
Yeah, we can't wait. Can't wait to start on Sunday, 6 o'clock. I don't know if you want to jump on Rebel Rose, Blue Collar Loser, Inside Man. Let me know. It's 6 o'clock Sunday UK time, so do check the schedule if you're on a different time zone. And Miami Vice Remastered has been bigging me up as well, and I think it might be his promotion that's getting me a little bit more traction as well as Admiral Teag, because my subs are starting to go up pretty quickly again. I tell you, Down Under, we're just ending as well, man. I need to get you on again, man.
This is the curse of every YouTuber. As you get ready to wind up your show, about 30% of your total audience increase goes. It happens, and then when you try to lean into it, it siphons off in a couple of minutes anyway. If you try, so just like try to leave them wanting more. So that's what I've gone up with. I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
But I'm going to end there now anyway. Thanks for joining us, everyone. And next week will be Get Carter. I know you want to jump on that one, Inside Man. So, yeah.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, the original 1971 Get Carter, not the Sylvester Stallone one. I may talk about that one day, because even we got to talk about movies that didn't do well. I've not seen the remake, so who knows? But next week, Get Carter. Sunday, Miami Vice. I will try and see if I can see one of the latest releases and do a review on that. And Tony Down Under, thanks for joining me. Nix, thanks for the slides once again. You are a trooper. I need to start learning how to do that script thing you do. I know you've posted the video, and I will try and see if I can learn how to do that anyway. And Road Unlife Productions, only 83 subs. I'll try and see if I can get you up to a little bit more. I can't promise you I'll get you to 1K just yet, even though I'm at 1K myself, but that'll still take some time. But shut up, Matt. Always good to have you on. Anna Nielsen, let me know when you're free. I don't know what time zones you're on at the moment. So, where else? We've had Where Me Spoons on there as well. Where Me Spoons, Daft Plato, always welcome. Beautiful bastards, you all are. Yeah, we've had a lot of good. People in chat have really been keeping this stream going.
Mr. E as well. Don't forget Mr. E.
Yeah, Mr. E. Yeah, Mr. E. I think I might have missed you. RTNZ as well. Thanks for the super chat. Yeah, I've passed Mr. E. But again, once again, man, I know you're busy with a project at the moment, and I hope you can find some free time to come on one day. I'd be really appreciate your time on it. So. And I think that might be it. I think if I've accidentally missed your name out, do let me know in the comments, and I will apologise. But thank you very much. And whether you beautiful bastards are Northern, English or not, thanks for watching. But right now, that's us done, and we are off to the pub. Enjoy your weekend, my Nigers.
See you guys tomorrow.